Off the IRL account, I don't see it. Oh, I got you, Jerry. I got it. We good, Jerry? All right, Elmo, let's do it. Welcome to the IRL Alpha Pre-Show. It's your host, Los Swayze, here with Season 2, Episode 3. Let's talk to some DJs about everything that transpired in this space this week. Who will we tap in with first? Let me go to one of my favorite people who loves to school everybody on how to make content. He's got the camera in hand. He's already ready. I'm here with my man, Flyride, up to bat. Flyride, how you doing today, man?
Good. I was just saying, if this had Tempur-Pedic, like 2 inches thick, on all these they kind of feel like plywood with a blanket on top.
It is literally plywood with a blanket on top.
Yeah, all right. I would just jump and just frolic on all this shit. Look how amazing that would be.
Please sponsor us so that we can get Tempur-Pedic, so Chris's ass will not hurt when he sits on these seats.
Right. Yeah. I mean, think about that. Why would you sit there when you could sit there like Jabba the Hutt on fucking Tempur-Pedic? That shit would be fantastic.
Good question. Now, Chris, man, you're one of the prolific content creators in this space, coaching people on how to make content, producer of the Espresso Shot, working with Rug Radio, man. Tell us what the secret sauce to content is.
Damn. Be yourself. Be yourself. I don't know, if you can find a way to get paid, just be yourself and do the things that you like doing. You just won. Yeah, I don't know. I do think a lot of people try to do other shit and they're always trying to put on this giant show, but then you got to keep that shit up. And then you're known for the one thing that you did, that one viral video or whatever. I'm I don't know. You just provide some value and try to chill the fuck out and be yourself a little bit. If you find a way to get paid to do that, that's
you're winning.
Yeah, you won.
Okay, man. Now, what would you give some tips to content creators out in the space? What tips would you give them to get started and get going?
Find a company in need of marketing and attention and eyeballs, and find a fun, sustainable way for you to make the content that benefits them, because that's actually going to come full circle and benefit you ultimately. But in the meantime, almost everybody needs better marketing in the space. So it's kind of, the bar's pretty low. Just do a better job than they're doing, and they're probably doing a fucking terrible job. So come through, make their shit look cool, tell people why you enjoy it, make it look fun. And just do better than other people are doing, and you'll win.
That's some alpha right there. Be yourself and be better than everybody else. So just let's keep it rolling. Jerry. I'm gonna tap in with my homie, Danger Noodle. What's up, Danger Noodle? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome to the new spot, bro. How you doing?
This is incredible.
Right?
This is absolutely,
dude.
This is something else.
Shout out to Jerry upstairs for pulling this together, man.
You mean the mayor of Venice?
The mayor of Venice got this going. He pulled in a couple favors, did a few bribes, and here we are.
Yeah.
So Danger, man, you're one of the good collectors in this space, man. Mm-hmm. What do you look for in a project before you ape in and collect? What are some of your prerequisites matrix for?
Bro, if anyone here is talking about it, then I go look at it. That's my secret alpha, honestly.
There's always an IRL alpha pump, is what I've noticed.
And I kind of sneak around in the Ordnauts Discord. Mm-hmm. I've got one of their Galaxy passes. So
I need to get up on Discord, man. I hate Discord so much. But
I'm not a huge fan either, because it's a lot of you have to really give your attention a lot of places. But you got to pick one or two good communities, and then just say hi and listen occasionally, and we'll find some good stuff.
And what are you looking at right now in this space that you want to collect? What do you feel is underpriced? What do you feel?
I mean, I've had my eye on Squiggle for a minute.
You've been telling me about the Squiggle.
I know, and I think it's really close to time to pull that trigger. I've been trying to play that game where if ETH keeps going up in price, does it cost less than ETH to pick them up? But I think it's close to time to just pull that trigger instead of risking it. So.
I mean, Squiggle is such a fundamental project to this space. Snow Fro's a big pillar of the community.
Yeah, and I feel you get a Squiggle in your collection and you can kind of just chill. Not necessarily chill, but be you know what, I'm happy. At least that's how I feel. it's kind of like that crown jewel for me. Like, all right, I got it.
Mine would be a Fredenza, but one
Yeah.
day soon. Dude, I saw somebody floral for like 20 weeks.
Your dreams are so much bigger than mine. Yeah, Fredenza would be fantastic for sure. But I'll take a squiggle for now.
Take a squiggle, man. Now, are you looking at like any NFT projects or anything? Or are you just looking more at the like art scene, more like the fine art, the generative art, things that have been established as far as art-wise?
I've been sticking to what I know, honestly. Like, I've been really trying to focus on the few things that I find are interesting. So, like, I really enjoyed Dustin Crease's art. So, I keep my eye on stuff for, like, if there's something that I can snipe with that, I'll pick some of those up. Some of those projects where you could burn things last year, just keep your eye out for, like, potential reason to burn old projects. So, that kind of stuff, I think you can see some of that, some opportunity there.
Yeah, man. Pleasure. Danger Noodle, bro. Yeah. Always good seeing you, bro. Let's see who we're going to go with next.
20 minutes from
Would you mind, sir?
capital of the world.
First time on the panel, I got with me tonight, special guest, Solana Chris. Solana Chris, man, what is going on? How are you doing tonight?
Bro, I don't know if the people can see all of this, but it's really sick.
Let's get a pan around, Elmo, and just like show everybody what we're working with now, because we have definitely upgraded our game in this new studio.
No, it's incredible. And like the interest that you're starting to see get drummed up and just taking this into, bringing it to reality is so impactful. Like I think everybody who...
All right, now get a shot of us, Elmo.
I think everybody who's...
I'm kidding.
I think everyone who sees this video knows how important like real life events can be. All right, well, we can magnify those all we want, once or twice a year, but being able to build some sort of slot, like, if a dude's in Las Vegas, he could technically make it here at least once a month, if not once a week, right? Chris himself is driving 100 miles once a week to come up here. So the time that you put into this and the relationships you can build, like investing your time and energy into a real life scenario, well, all of us, we're gonna have a much stronger bond after this. And like, my influence for being here is to build that bond. So anyone who's watching, you're less than 4 hours away. I flew 4 hours to be here. You can fly 4 hours to be here, or you can have fun staying poor. I don't fucking know.
Bro, like BitGod always says, IRL alpha is the alpha.
It's the alpha.
There's nothing like IRL connections and actually meeting face to face with someone.
It creates so this space is about transparency, right? But we're all very good at hiding behind a photo, and people are very good at pretending. When you meet somebody in real life and you can catch a vibe off them, you understand if this is a person you want to work with, right? And you also can kind of see their level of dedication. So again, people like you guys or like Chris who are content creators, seeing you exert yourself to actually be here and involve yourself means that I want to work with you in other endeavors, right? But before today, I don't even know that I want to do that. But just seeing you here makes me go, oh, these are guys I could call on. You know what I mean? Because you're here. And I think that's fucking invaluable, motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean? That shit's priceless. So I think we're going to start, in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
About 15 minutes, like when everybody gets here and everything. Do a few more of these interviews, run around with my man Elmo back there behind the camera. Shout out to Elmo.
Hell yeah. Well, IMSO, guys, BitMax Valley. We'll be here to talk about it. You know what I'm
Great
saying?
time being in with you, bro. Looking forward to you on the panel tonight. I'm going to go bother BitGod while he's eating.
Oh, perfect.
Yo, what is up, BitGod? How are you doing today?
That's good. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
So what is exciting you about the Bitcoin space right now? We just had like the Ethereum ETF approved. Runes are starting to pump again. We're getting more attention. What excites you right now in the ordinal or Bitcoin space?
I don't know. Like, I'm just hoping that there's like more artists that are thinking about sort of coming to Bitcoin. Like, I think we've had now almost 4 weeks or so of just like, either dry mints, that having, struggling to sell out, just like not very much discussion around art. I think there's a lot of people that are maybe taking a little time off right now as well, preparing for summer, but that's what I'm hoping for. Like, just more artists that are interested in ordinals and, that are looking to release something maybe over the summer. So I'm looking forward to that most.
Now, what do you feel like about?
Runes are cool, but like, let's get some more art,
Now, what do you feel about like ZK's position, like where he like uploaded like the Gary Gensler tape, and he's like kind of using it more for like a political means? Like, where do you feel like you had a Project Spartacus that uploaded the Afghan-Iraq war papers? We got the whole Free Ross movement. What do you feel about ordinals kind of like as a medium for free speech that can be expanded everywhere, where you don't have firewalls and you could have like a free decentralized internet? Come here, Louie.
Yeah, I think Project Spartacus was really a cool project. I'm hoping that there's more things like that try and preserve documents or artifacts that,
Could possibly get scrubbed.
yeah, I mean, it could be scrubbed, censored in some sort of way on sites. I think those kinds of projects are really cool. I think they're always going to have some support, but like, you need, I think, more behind it. Like maybe because you ended up saving, this like Afghan war doc from, this Project Spartacus, like you get an ordinal in return. I don't know. Unfortunately, like
an incentive.
You have to incentivize, I think, these degens, I think, to also be a part of your movement. It's an unfortunate, I think, part of a lot of this space, but I think having that as a part of it is potentially interesting. I also think that there's just like there's so much open space to do things on ordinals and on runes. Like, was testing some stuff the other day with runes, and I just feel like the sort of like competition right now, like there's just like both on the JPEG side and on the on the rune side is just like, I think it's a lot of people that are like just not trying their hardest, right? Not a lot of creativity, and that goes to like just in comparison to like Solana meme coins, like it's nothing in comparison to that. Like we don't have any good memes, I feel like, on Bitcoin. Like that's an issue, like
There's one good meme that I do like on Bitcoin.
Which one is it?
Oh, come on, Winko Manko, bro.
Okay, yeah. Winko Manko is good. I do think it's still a bit edgy, but that's fine. Right? I think like you got some edgelords out there that love that type of stuff. So I don't know.
You're not into the furry love?
Listen, I got my bag of Waco. I think it'll do well, right? There's ties to obviously Casey and his thoughts about it, but I don't know. Like I'm still in between on it. Like I think that there could be more creative, less edgy memes out there. That's my thought. Like just like talking with Trancy and Trancy, like just shitcoin gods, right, on Solana that like know how to do memes and shit. Like it's just night and day, I feel like, between Bitcoin memers, which are basically non-existent, and Solana shitters,
Well, here's the thing. This is like what I felt about runes. It's like Solana's the perfect casino because it's fast, it's cheap, and it's like with runes, I felt like it was like BRC20s again, where you're kind of like, it kind of feels like NFTs LARPing as shitcoins because you have to sell everything like a big, bundle it together. The user interface isn't really there. You can't really see volume. You can't really see charts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel once that catches up, maybe. But I mean, here's the thing. It's like, do you want to go to like, the Bellagio, or do you want to go to Morongo?
True. I think that's a fair sort of comparison. I think there's still a ways away from any sort of like swap infrastructure or like liquidity, like just anything in comparison to like Solana shitters. We're still a long ways away, unfortunately. Maybe OpCat changes that. But who knows when that sort of happens and when that gets
I am
approved.
looking forward to OpCat. I just heard a Space with Duty today about it.
Yeah, so we'll see though. I think potentially the solutions are months and months away.
Nice.
Maybe a year. We'll see.
Man, keeping it bullish with ordinals, man. BitGod, always a pleasure, my G.
Always a legend. Elmo as well.
Almost a legend behind the camera right now. Let's see who we're gonna go with next. Oh man. How about my favorite podcaster? Oh shit, what's up, G? How you doing, homie?
What's good, brother?
What's good, G? Oh man, here with one of my favorite podcasters. Definitely has a voice for the podcast.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate
Mark
you.
Colser. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
I love what you're doing with Sunny now. You guys started kind of like a whole new series. I have been watching some of like your one-on-one interviews, which I do like a lot.
Well, thank you, man. It's been fun. A lot of fun.
So what did like the inspiration to get with Sunny finally come about to like where you guys started doing D Weekly?
I think having like a little bit of like normal conversation mixed in with like Web3 stuff, like, we're not going to onboard people by only talking about crypto and stuff like that. So Sunny and I, we're good friends. We've been good friends for the last like almost 3 years now, and so like we're just able to shoot the shit about a lot of different subjects. I think it translates over into the podcast.
Yeah, I did see the one with like OG, you and Sunny, which was pretty entertaining and everything.
Oh yeah, always. Did you see the video they put out today?
No, but I was
Oh,
talking
you
to
gotta
Milk.
watch that.
I was talking to Milk yesterday at the Bitcoin Pizza Day, and like Milk is a god tier content creator. If you don't know Milk, go follow Milk, Milky Minaj. Man, like they got the set, they dressed the set, professional camera work. I think Day After was the one that did like the track, maybe.
It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend watching that. I catch a diss at the end. But it's great. 10 out of 10. But I don't know, might have to have a diss track back. We'll see.
Yo, I think Web3 needs its own diss track culture and just go back and like get all that going.
I don't know. If you start seeing me putting out diss tracks, you might want to floor everything at that point.
Is that the top?
Tom might be in. So we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see.
Good. Now, what are you looking forward to? Like, what do you want to create in this space, man? Like, you got the podcast, you got the weekly. Any other things up in the pipeline for you?
Solana ETF. Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to.
Do you think you'll be Doge ETF first or Solana first?
It better be Solana. It better be Solana in with haste. And I'm talking in June. I'm looking forward to it. June or July. It's happening. Just what?
$10,000 Solana inbound right now.
Hey, if that happens, I might buy this place that we're at. We'll see. I'm looking forward to that.
Yo, Mark, man, always a pleasure, dude.
Appreciate you.
Look, check out Mark Holster, man. One of the best podcasters in this space, man. Master interviewer.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go this way. I'm going to just sneak up on Wombat. Hi, Wombat.
Hello.
You're on
look,
camera
who's holding
and
the
you're live.
camera today.
It's Elmo.
What's up, man? How you doing? I watched part of your show earlier. You're like the cameraman and you're not allowed to talk, but I'm totally breaking
You
the
can totally
fourth wall.
talk. We can break the fourth wall a little.
So what are you asking me today? You like my art?
I do like your art. Actually,
Breaking some of my art today.
I did see that like up on the spaces like the other day. So can you talk about your art, your process, and what was your inspiration for it?
Yeah, well,
Let's get a shot of the art really quick, Elmo.
yeah. It's mimetic studies, you know? It's all about memes and the digital universe, basically.
Memes do drive culture.
Yeah, semiotics and just digital matter. So it can be everything from reaction GIFs to porn and spam and large online industries. And sometimes my own body parts will be found in it. And it's just like a swirly universe of psychedelic madness of semiotics, like symbolism that we all speak in and think in every day.
Now, what got you into like memetics and like meme culture?
I think the same thing that everybody else has always been into. Like, we largely live in this other realm all the time, and it's getting more and more in depth. So there's like a whole like hieroglyphic kind of culture behind it, and there's a deep lore to it that just fascinates me.
Now, that is a cool, like, let's get a shot of that, Elmo, right there. That is really cool. Now, what else are you working on that's going to be coming up for you?
Top secret.
Ooh, we can't get a little like alpha leaks for you now?
It's going to be on a new chain for me, so I'll say that much.
Bitcoin? Alpha leaked here first, man. Check out Wombat. Amazing art, man. Wombat, pleasure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go. Let's see if we can get the camera to reach a little outside, and let's see if our audio doesn't cut out. Who's out here? King Butoshi, would you do me the honor, sir?
Is it closed?
I think
Are we still in stream? Do we get cut off?
I don't think we get cut off. I think the audio might cut out a little. If the audio cuts out, Jerry will yell right now. Let's go back inside really quick, guys. Pulling the King Butoshi. The court requests your presence. Jerry, we're good? We're still live? All right. No, I mean, like, we didn't cut out because we went. Let's keep it going. Sorry for the diversion, guys. I'm here with King Butoshi.
I just came back from Osby. I just had
Moves.
fire.
Ooh, the pizza.
There's some in there if you want some.
You know what? We'll still celebrate Bitcoin pizza. Is there one?
Happy
slice?
Bitcoin Pizza Day, late pizza day. This was
Elmo's
just.
got to get that guy. Oh, dude, I went to Bitcoin Pizza Day yesterday. Where were you?
Hi, chat.
Hey, chat.
Hi, Jen.
Any questions?
I miss
from the
you,
chat?
Jen.
Where is Jen? I know
She's-
she's in DC, lobbying for
I
law.
think she got lobbying for crypto
She's
bags,
lobbying
lobbying
for
for
law.
Wanko.
I think
Jen, when you come back,
was
I
the
have
one
so
that
much shit
banned
to show you
CBDC.
regarding Wanko. You're gonna fucking love it. I'm so
Jen-
excited.
Jen was the one that got CBDCs banned, lobbying hard on behalf of the crypto
Plus,
industry.
Jen single-handedly got 3 crypto bills passed. Insane.
In 1 week.
Shout out.
In 1 week.
In 1 week. Keep lobbying. What's up?
What's up, bro? All right, so AI is taking off, man. We just had ChatGPT 4.
dude.
Dude, what are you looking forward to in the AI space?
So I'm really looking forward to. So GPT 4.0 is huge to me because like everybody, like if you watch Marvel and you've seen Jarvis and Tony Stark interactions,
Jarvis.
that's literally I feel that is
That's
one of
our
my
thing.
biggest dreams. That came to life. So like previously there were Jarvis attempts or like multi-model where like the AI could see you and the AI could hear you and speak. The problem with that is it would go through this really long process where it's like you would first have to convert your voice to text, and the AI will read the text and then output text, and then a voice model will read the text. With GPT-4o, that's all combined in one single model and one single neural network. So now we basically have AI that is more aware of our physical world and has perception and sight. It could hear tones, it could hear your emotions, it's trained on emotions, and it's also trained on the world. So like it has like live sight, it's just fucking nuts. It's a massive leap in AI. By itself, just because it has vision and hearing now, it has a greater understanding of our world. Shit's just gonna get fucking crazy from here. Like it's up, dude, everything's up. AI is up, crypto's up, like this is actually the super cycle. It's fucking crazy.
Now, do you have like any like skepticism or maybe like reserves about like AI where it can kind of be a destructive force? We see a lot of it getting weaponized with facial recognition technology. There's actually a good podcast with Tucker Carlson where he was talking to, I think, a former Navy SEAL, where it's like basically they'll scan your face, get drones, and basically these drones will just come at you and neutralize you.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
So that technology, I don't know if it exists, I can't confirm, but it's possible. It does exist.
It does exist.
Okay, so yeah, that's just scary.
Already.
I think when it comes to AI, it's a double-edged sword, and we really have to fight to make sure that the more positive effects of AI is shown to humanity. Because this is really, it's honestly like the most important time of history. It's like we have AI, like we need to be on top of good regulations. I understand, like it's so powerful, but it's powerful both ways. It's powerful if you use it for good. It's powerful if you use it for evil. But it's just like we're reaching that point. We really do have to pay attention. But it's also the point where if we do fight the good side, and shout out to every single sci-fi movie, all the way from like the 1990s, like Space Odyssey and everything that came out.
Space Odyssey was way before 90s.
What was it, like 80s, 60s, 70s?
It might have been 70s.
70s?
That was Stanley Kubrick.
That was like the first one where they had like the AI model go rogue, and then we had Terminator, and a lot of new ones, and a lot of like interesting ones. But the dangers of AI.
HAL was the name of the AI.
Yeah. But we have a lot of just like pieces of fiction that is applying now to the current technology we have that they didn't even know would actually exist. But we have that now. We have a lot of great insight from these movies, from these books, from these previous stories, where AI researchers today are like, okay, how do you make AI that's aligned with humanity and basically won't cause a genocide of the human race, but rather work with us? That's like a very important field being worked on. And I think we're doing well. I think we understand the risks, we understand like how bad it could be used, and we're aware of that, and that's good. So I think bullish overall, positively.
AI is just a reflection of humanity and what you use it for,
It is,
correct? It's like
yeah.
you can cure diseases or you can make autonomous AI weapons that kill us all.
I mean, like we already as humans made the nuclear bomb, and we are basically allowing governments to have full control over the end of the world. Hopefully Vault Tech doesn't come out. Fallout was a banger. Have you seen Fallout?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's good.
I'm halfway through.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
I like Fallout.
Made my video game art happy, but humans already have world-ending technology. What's AI gonna do? Make it better. I think.
Yeah, we do have way more atomic bombs than we
So
need.
we're chilling, I think. I hope.
But where can we find you, bro, if people want to tap in?
Just follow my twit at King Bootoshi. It's King BOOTOSHI. Thank you,
Tap
sir,
in
Lost.
with the
I like
young
your shirt.
King. Be like water, my friend.
I do. You like water?
King Bootoshi, man. Always a pleasure. Let me go to one other artist over here, since we got some artist royalty. I'm gonna go to Postwook. Postwook, how's it going? I love interrupting conversations. How are you guys?
It's like your whole thing. It's your
It's
job.
my shtick. It's my shtick. It's like I see you guys engaged in a deep conversation. I'm like, let me go interrupt them and
You're like,
bother
fuck
them.
Jerry. We don't need to talk to Jerry right now. It's
Jerry's supposed to be up there producing the show.
Yeah,
What
Jerry,
are you doing down here?
Jerry?
What are you doing down here, Jerry?
Oh, wait, what? What are we here
You
for?
can loosely call that a show. How you doing? You just had an amazing interview with your dad over here, like maybe like a week or two ago. Can you talk about that?
Last week, yeah. It's for my upcoming ordinals project. I'm really excited. It's called The Astronomer's Daughter because my dad has worked at NASA for 43 years. So it felt like a perfect title considering that I've known more about space and seen images of space since before I could fucking walk. So I figured I was like, that's a big inspiration for my art. Why not put it into a project and then like really showcase the gratitude that I have for my dad and his influence. So yeah, we talked about it, like long conversation, like why did you influence me? How did you do it? What was your experience like? And just like kind of a sit down. It'll be on the website soon.
Nice. When is this project dropping on Ordinals?
It's gonna be like the third week of June. So like the 17th is when like the allow list starts.
Okay.
And then the like on sale is June 20th. June 20th. Yeah. The summer solstice. Makes it easy.
That is perfect timing, especially like the astronomy. Now, let's see. You made like some crazy art in this space. Like, what has been like, besides the astronomy and your dad, like, what has been the inspiration for like your other artworks that like you've had?
In general?
Yes.
Just the outdoors. Color. I love color. I love like two complementary colors next to each other that like create vibrancy and make your eyes kind of hurt. Love that shit. Love that. I love like the idea of just like landscapes fitting together in a way that like they otherwise like wouldn't. Like they're like two mountain ranges that are 5,000 miles away. They'd never meet, but they work together, you know, and just like kind of showcasing that like everything does fit together, and like the world is a lot smaller than we think it is, you know.
I like that because I noticed that in like your work, it just kind of like brings like things a little surreal feel to it. Like, and now that you mentioned the colors, I'm like, I do notice the color palettes that you use, which is really
I love color. It's like one of my favorite. I have like a big color wheel above my desk that I like use for like to figure out. I'm like, okay, like blue and yellow, blue and orange, it'll make it pop, you know. And it's just like how to like really get those complementary colors next to each other. It's fun.
nice. Now, where can people find more of you if they want to tap in and like look at your art and all that?
Postwook, Postwook. I literally have it trademarked. You can find me on that everywhere.
I think I need to trademark my name after
You
here.
should. No, you should. You absolutely should. Thanks for chatting.
Oh, Postwook, pleasure. Thank you so much. Let's see, who will we go to next? Who's here that I know? Who's here that I don't know? Who's outside? Let's go outside. Oh. We have one of, I did go outside. One of my favorite people, I just ate his taco, but he's not mad at me anymore. What's up, Troy?
I'm not mad because somebody gave me a slice of pizza like a fucking angel. And it was cold and good. This guy is cold and bad. He just like ate my fucking birria, man. Man, ¿qué está pasando, papito?
So don't leave your birria around me, Holmes. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's going to disappear, Holmes. No, we're not there.
Do you live in a homes? do you live en la casa?
Mi birria es tu birria, ándale.
Let's go get a birria, dude.
You want to get a birria?
Wanna pump some birrias?
Let's pump birria.
Where's this conversation going?
So birria is dropping on Solana later tonight.
Yeah, birria is dropping, and a strongly worded letter to the sewer department is dropping in a couple minutes.
Why does this thing always go so off the rails every time I talk to Troy?
What's your real question? Let's leave him with a nice intellectual.
Okay, let's talk some intelligent. Okay, so super intellectual question.
Yeah.
Retordinals. Talk about retordinals.
Oh shit! Oh, let me show you something. Hold on, I'll be right back.
He's gonna go get some redacted art.
He's gonna go get a sweater.
Oh, he is getting a sweater. Okay, he's back. Troy gets very distracted. You got to keep him on track. But here he is. He's back. He's back.
Bro, feel that shit. Just feel that.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Feel it through the camera, baby. But this is some brand new high-end.
Right? It looks a little Keith Haring and everything.
Yeah. Feel it, man. Feel it. Feel that shit. Yo, feel this. Yo, so I'm going to Lisbon on Saturday. I had these made. This is like cut and sew fucking top-level shit. Dude, it's like butter, and it's like it's all cut and sew. So these very expensive to prototype, but I'm wearing this in Lisbon because this is for one of my projects, and I can't really say what it is, even though we just talked about it. But they don't even know, the people in the project. But we're just going big on some other things for this meme project that I do called Retordinals. And I don't know why I'm holding stuff like that anymore, but I just fucking love this. I picked it up today in OC. My buddy's got a huge fucking drop shipping factory. They do everything on high level merch. They do the labels for the Super Bowl, whatever.
This is really good quality.
Oh, dude, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, like the print's really
like
fucking nice.
Butter. Yeah, dude, how much? $600.
Can I see this really quick?
Yeah.
Thanks, Troy.
You got it, man. Steals my food and my merch. What's up?
That's how you got to do it, man. I mean,
what's up, baby?
Yo, it's
OG Bitcoiner Troy Kalak takes over the world with merch, not Bitcoin related.
Ordinal grandpa high fashion shit.
Come get this, bro.
I like it.
Yeah. Not for sale yet, though, guys. Back off.
Wait, you didn't get me one?
I'm gonna get you one.
I can't believe this guy, man.
This guy just, yeah, fuck this guy. He just shows up, you know?
When my son walks on, I get a little nervous. I'm like,
I'm taking his hoodie.
home, you know? He just went on a big travel, relaxing,
I'm
vacation.
sorry, guys, how this just disintegrates every time I touch it.
I fucking love this guy. All right, end of interview.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody
Robbery!
keeps
There's a
stealing
fucking robbery!
We're stealing and
All right,
stealing
we're
and
out.
stealing. All right.
Talk to you.
We're out.
I love you, Troy.
That was the worst interview ever.
Worst interview ever. We're getting fired. We're never getting sponsored. What is going on at IRL Alpha? Everybody's just high on.
It's over.
Yeah, high on hopium, hoping their bags pump. It is all over. It's all over. Do we have? Is it time for a main show, or what do we got going on?
Are they still doing the main show?
Are they still doing? This is the main show, right, BitGod? It's the Los and BitGod show. We don't even need the main show. We don't even need the panel. Let's see. BitGod, boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Briefs. Boxer briefs or regular boxer?
I actually
Tidy
don't
whities?
know. I'm pretty sure boxer briefs.
Boxer
Yeah,
briefs.
pretty sure.
You need that support.
Yeah, 100%. Calvin Klein boxer briefs.
You're going old school with that 90s.
Yeah, I guess, is that 90s? Like,
I remember like the ad campaigns with like Marky Mark from like.
who the fuck is Marky Mark?
Mark Wahlberg, bro. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, shit. I'm too young for that. Sorry about that, bro.
Go fuck yourself, BitGod. We're moving on. We're moving on, BitGod. We're moving on. Let's see. Who are we bothering next? Hi, guys. What are you guys talking about?
How much we don't want to jump in this.
So they really want to be on camera and talk right now. Love to hear it. What excites you about the space right now?
This space or the crypto space?
Right here?
Yeah, let's talk about our new space.
Virtual space.
Our physical news space.
Are we talking like metaverses or
No, we're
Twitter
talking.
spaces?
We're actually talking about physical reality and this
Physical
tangible
reality.
space.
Yeah.
This tangible space right here that you managed to pull off.
Jeez, I'm so
last
tired.
fucking minute.
It's been so much.
So hold on,
I'm so
Jerry.
tired.
How did you pull this off?
You know, you just be nice enough to enough people and just help out where you can, and eventually, you know, scratch enough backs, you'll get yours scratched too.
That is some serious fucking alpha.
Yeah, do what I can.
Oh, I like that.
But honestly, I'm actually very excited. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't even know if you know how much is going on here. They're building metaverses here. They're building ERC tokens. So we had a launch party for that a few months ago. That was after our alpha, and now this is
For
our
NFTLA with Bantam House, correct? Like
Exactly.
who supplied this amazing facility for us.
Exactly.
Shout out to Bantam House.
Vadim.
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 I never learned how to read. That's why I'm doing this. So it's like
Phantom does sound cool, but yeah, Vadim.
Vadim. I like Bantam better.
But yeah, they're building a bunch of different things. So we relaunched Hack Sundays, which we might skip this week because it's a holiday. But we're doing Hack Sundays. We're doing different AI things. We got a lot going on in that space. So, you know, we're all about the intersection of art and tech and, you know, especially crypto and AI.
And right here in the heart of Venice, man, making it happen. Jerry, love you, bro.
Thank
Amazing
you.
to pull this off.
Yeah.
ADT, thank you so much. Lovely interview. Let's see, where do we go to next? Who do we got out here? Let's see if the range reaches. Let's see if we can pull this legend right here. I'm gonna just sneak up behind her. Well, hi, Amanda. How are you doing today? Here on the panel tonight, repping the On-Chain Monkey.
Always repping, yeah.
Dude, love the project. Migrated to Ordinals. Tell us a little about
Yes.
On-Chain Monkeys for those that don't know.
On-Chain Monkey was the first 10,000 inscribed on Bitcoin, inscripted in 2021-9. We've also done a lot of work in infrastructure. So we built Oshura, which is an Ordinals marketplace. We created code libraries with OCM dimensions that a lot of artists are using to put their art on Bitcoin. So yeah, we just inscribed Patrick Amadon for disobedience, his 32 pieces on Bitcoin we help with.
Did love that on Silk Road Sats.
Yes, Silk Road Sats, exactly. And
Shout out to Patrick, one of the regulars here.
I love Patrick. I
Yeah.
love Patrick. Is he? I don't know
Did
if he's going to be here tonight.
I don't think he's coming tonight. He's got a baby. Digital Disobedience. You got to check out Patrick Amadon.
It's super. Yeah, it was a 400-piece collection. Like, I mean, I love his art. Super
Across
cool.
like 5 different chains also.
Yeah, super multi-chain. And we're going to be launching Alexi Andre, who did friendship bracelets with Snowfro on Ethereum, obviously Art Blocks artist. The first time he'll be doing a 10,000 collection on Bitcoin. So we've got the art for that. It's called Frontline. It's felt there's no good or bad. It's just where you draw the front line. So the art is really cool, and that's coming soon. So we just like put the trailer video out last week and starting to get the marketing going, and so yeah.
Pulling more art into like the Bitcoin ordinal space.
Yes.
As in my opinion, it is the finest canvas that you can put your art on.
Amen. Amen. I mean, highest value digital asset should live on Bitcoin, right?
Scarcity of space because there's only going to be so much block space.
Yeah, 100%. And, I think, high fees can be a plus and minus, but I think in the case of like truly fine art, like it should live on Bitcoin, right? And it's the most secure, most decentralized chain. And yeah, now with ordinals, we're just so fortunate to be able to actually inscribe directly on chain. Right?
Instead of a link to like a AWS or which isn't very decentralized if you ask me.
No, I don't want to diss any projects, but yeah, JPEGs pointing to IPFS systems are just so 2019. Like I don't know.
We have new, better tech now.
We've got tech. You can actually be on chain. You can actually own it. It can kind of live on forever.
Amanda, looking forward to you on the panel. Where can we find more of you if people want to tap in on socials?
Definitely at OnChain Monkey is our main account. I'm at Amanda Terry. Obviously, I'm doxed. And then my co-founder is Danny Yang. And if you spell Danny upside down, it was like HUUEP. Danny upside down is also a great follow. Obviously, he's a very OG Bitcoiner and always has like incredible. Like I read his stuff and I feel like I learn something every day when he tweets. So it's a good one to follow.
Dude, Danny is a mega brain in the Bitcoin space. Over-the-counter OG, like Stanford, like Bitcoin
Stanford
meetup.
Bitcoin Meetup 2013. He founded. Actually, Vitalik went and pitched to get funding at his Stanford Bitcoin Meetup. Created MyCoin, which has been operating for a decade, is literally the largest cryptocurrency exchange in Taiwan, probably going public next year. So think kind of Coinbase of Taiwan. He created that. He also created a company called Blockseer, which he sold in 2018, which was, basically used by a number of government agencies for blockchain analytics. So, PhD from Stanford and computer science. So yeah, he's like the giga brain.
I do love Danny.
Yeah, and he's
so accessible
super,
and really cool.
super humble too. And
I DM'd him one time just ask him questions about ordinals. He got right back to me. So super.
Yeah,
cool.
And very wants the industry to succeed. It's not just about on-chain monkey. It's how do you build infrastructure and ecosystem and support other builders in the space. So that's what we're about.
Dude, love to hear it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Amanda. Looking forward to you on the panel tonight.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see. How close are we to our main show? Let's step in with these guys.
Oh, no.
Two of my favorite friends right here.
Escape Lowe's.
She can never escape me. I just always tap in with Sophie. My man, day after right here.
Matching in a way. Look at that.
Oh, are we all wearing Supreme? Oh, I guess color scheme a little bit. Bro, loving the fits. Loving the fits.
Some light.
Talk to us about fashion, bro. What you wearing? What you wearing today? We're going red carpet right now. What are you wearing right now?
Japan bait, Hollister.
Yeah, literal bait from Japan.
What is this right here? Because that's nice.
Oh, this right here? Obsidian. This is Obsidian from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
From the pyramids. This used to say my whole name. Now it's just a little thing. Doll kills. I'm repurposing it for day after. That's all there is.
Bro. What about you, Sophie? What are you wearing today? We're going total red carpet now.
So I don't know if you know, but there were some people who, after my podcast with Mika, said that they would take this, or they can't walk outside with this hat anymore. So this is just my hat now, because I know no one in Web3 is gonna pull up in this hat. But Supreme Champion dropped 2 weeks ago or something.
The signature Sophie look right now.
Yeah, the shades. This is actually
You wear the
vintage.
buckets hat better than buckets.
There we go. This is vintage. That's kind of my style, but
the D-Gods
D-Gods around the neck, you already know. Cement 4s, my favorite J's. Yeah. I like talking about fashion at IRL Alpha. This is
Well, fashion is a big part of the space, right? We're going digital fashion, OD Labs with the XROR.
Totally.
So fashion's a big part. Fashion is art in and of
Yeah,
itself.
well, fashion, because I used to have a brand. I don't know if you know this, but I used to have I used to have a streetwear brand. I did custom print for companies, but I also had my own brand, which was all one-of-ones. And I was in retail stores and whatnot, but it was really hard to scale and grow doing one-of-ones because, it's not sustainable. It's like super expensive to do one-offs. It's just the whole thing gets really complex, and that's what really interests me about Web3 is that you could, or going digital more so with fashion, is that like you could kind of just like do one-offs. You can just like produce something overnight and have it for sale tomorrow. I'm not saying it's easy, but you can. You know, you can change your outfit all the time. Like it's just the opportunities and the options in like the digital realm when it comes to like fashion and expressing yourself really are, you know, limitless.
I love it. Our other favorite person. Hey, Antoine. IRL connections are the best. You got to come to IRL Alpha.
Yeah.
Hang out with all your friends.
Alpha, man. You gotta be here in person.
IRL is the Alpha. See the fits. Come hang out with the homies.
So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Vintage Supreme with this Bruce Lee. Dude, where did I get these sweatpants? Oh yeah. Essentials, Jerry Lorenzo. Little comfy, low key comfy.
Yeah.
Keeping it comfy. Let's see. I think we might have time to wrap. Thank you to everybody who's been on the pre-show. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna keep the vibes going on to our amazing panel tonight. Yo, if you're in Venice, anytime you find yourself over here, come to IRL Alpha. The Alpha is always given IRL. Shout out to Jerry, our producer. Soon, this panel will be filled with the amazing gigabrains of Web3. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, chat. We couldn't do the show without you. It's been your host, Lo Swayze. Till next time, peace out. Love you, fuckers. I think we go. Hey, Beacon.
Jerry, give me volume on my mics. Mark, find a beautiful spot up front. Grab a drink. Oh, wait, we have one? We should have two. Okay. I'll wait. I'll be calm. Oh, yeah. I think I've almost got a mic. Jerry, more volume. We're not don't worry, we're getting there. No, keep the music on. We're not there yet. There we go. Thank you. Thanks for coming, everyone. We're going to get started soon. Just, making sure the cameras, the lights, the audio, all this stuff works. Grab a drink outside, bathroom in the back. Yes, you should. Well, try and talk into it, Amanda. Just saying. That sounds like it's not up, but we'll get that in a second, okay? Don't worry. Just yell at Jerry. Remember, if you have any problems, say, Jerry! I need audio. Jerry! The lights are too bright. He's who you yell at. Let's go, chat. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Look at that over there. Whoa. Uh-oh. Look at that. Boom. I gotcha. Amanda from Metagun. Oh, yeah, you want new outfits. You want to, well, I don't know. It depends. It might be good branding. You know what I mean? Sometimes one consistent hit is good. Okay, look at this guy. You can't tell Troy. He has to stand in front of the camera. It's right there. So he's like, how do I stay in front of it? How do I stay? What do I do? I'm not on camera. It's a.
Hey, I disagree with that.
Pretty fresh.
Here's my thought.
The meme.
I did. No.
He made me touch it. He like made
You,
us like,
you,
stop,
you.
come here. Touch
Pew,
it.
pew, pew, pew.
Feel it. He was really hyped on it. So. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Loop wheel. Loop wheel. Poor Jerry. Yeah, Trick. Poor Jerry. Jerry says thank you. He doesn't have a microphone. We
Jerry.
Away.
Hey, can you tell Jerry to hit this one?
You had to hit it?
I mean, to
smoke out of the microphone, bro?
They don't. Hello. Testing.
We'll get it working.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying not to yell at
I
Jerry.
went in and I was like, oh.
The girl seat? What do you mean oh, grill. I thought you meant the grill. I was like, no, there's no grill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you always keep, he hits it hard. Yeah, no, he's right now, he's tweeting like he's. I will say, I do think, no, we're not. We're on a starting soon. You can't see, right, Jerry? No, it's okay. I was gonna say, no, I will say there's a new alpha. It's like you can go to NFT events or you can do what Mark did, and you can just go to like the Kentucky Derby, and that's an NFT event all of a sudden. Like, dude, fucking NFT event, just go to another event, and like and then you're the winner of it. Like, who's the most popular person at Lisbon? It's gonna be like super tough, right? Like, you were the top NFT Kentucky Derby creators, like 100%. Zero, you're killing it. Like, they're like. If you want Kentucky Derby NFT coverage, one place. Like, how much do you spend on cowboy hats? Wait, does that mic work actually too? Oh my God, you make that mic work too. Jerry, make these mics work. We keep going. Oh, there you go. It's just not loud enough. No, we got it. We got to make audience mic a little louder. We're doing audio stuff right now. Go off king, but also stop on queen. Okay, I don't get what that means, Art Matt. I think that's a chess joke, but I only play checkers. I don't get it. Okay, Sonny lost him?
We'll see how this works.
Stop. Did you not make a post about having to overnight cowboy hats to Kentucky? Because I gotta tell you something. You can buy them there. Custom. Okay. Custom. For the head, right? That's like, okay. We're almost there. We're super professional. If you guys need more seating, there is more seating in the Opium Den. That's what we're calling it. Hey, does OCM want to sponsor the Opium Den? OCM Opium Den? No NFT projects have sponsored Opium Dens. And like, we don't smoke opium. It's just a joke. Okay, sorry. OCM Den, okay? Like, it's implied, but you know. We're audio. We're almost there.
Hello?
We're almost there. Which one?
It was just like, I don't even know the guy and the girl that were hosting it. It was like Frank, Luca, Garga, NFT Now, Rug Radio. It's like it was called like Avengers and
No, the Vault Space happened today?
Yeah. And it was like Avengers
Thank you.
Night or something. And it was just like all these massive founders just talking. I don't really know what it's for. And
What the heck?
It was like Adrian and this girl Sylvia. I don't know. They just like had this massive.
And I wasn't invited.
All right, it hurts.
Real quick, is there a... We got a mic there. Oh, you got one? Cool. Let's make sure it works.
It doesn't.
It does. We'll make it work. Don't worry. We'll do what we always do. We yell at Jerry. Loud audience mic. I want to hear those working.
Test.
There we go. Audience working. Also, we're gonna do full panel. Yes, let's get it. Yeah. No, we're gonna do it a little closer, but it's not loud enough. We'll do that. I can't see Jerry because this light, which is also too bright, but we're gonna get there. You're obviously not a golfer. What does that mean? We're trying. Oh my God.
Very significant improvements.
A lot of moving of stuff. Wow. I will say, you don't realize like all the hardest stuff is running cables long distances. That's very hard. You don't know HDMI has a limit. Like literally, you know that? Like it's like you can only go so far. Then all of a sudden you find out like, oh, 100, no, 50. 4K over 100. Golf on swing. Sorry, typo. What's the typo? I don't get it. It's really hard. It's a hard problem, okay? The key, Ethernet. Ethernet's a good medium for moving stuff. Love Ethernet. You don't got an Ethernet extender? Jerry, when you get back upstairs, want to make sure you make the mics work. I know you're the only person who does every single thing here. We yell at you, but it's like, it's good because you don't want to direct a bunch of anger everywhere. Just a one person. He absorbs it all. He fixes it, and after it's done, we buy him a drink and get him a hug, and he's good to go. Began, say my name. No. Why are you standing up, Troy?
Canva Create. Wow. Was it awesome?
Whoa. Wait, the Canva conference? I'm a Canva Maxi.
Yeah, me too.
I'm on it every day. Wait, Rosamond, scroll down.
I spend an unreasonable amount of time on Canva.
Keep scrolling. I make every poster in Canva, and I spend under 2 minutes.
Do I have it or do I use it?
Canva?
That's why, right?
Wow. That's hilarious. I love Canva.
And then I'll spell it. Yeah. No, you spell it right. I spell it. You still work.
Yeah. You almost don't need
Wait, Jerry.
AI works well.
We're gonna do one quick audio check, okay? Because I think things aren't working. Okay, you ready? Ravenous, can you talk into your microphone?
Test.
You can pull it out and talk even louder. Pull it out, man. Don't you think so? There we go.
Yo.
Luke, can you talk in the mic?
Check.
Can you make that louder? I'm louder than everyone.
Check. Louder,
Amanda.
louder.
Amanda's got to be a lot louder, okay? Louder, Jerry.
Louder, Jerry.
Damn it, Jerry, make it louder.
Jerry.
My mic was so far away. That should be good now.
I don't hear anything, my friend.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see, that's inside of here. Oh. That is, I'm not here. I'm not getting any signal, Jerry. Yeah, this one right here. Is that a problem? Amanda, are you okay with just not talking and just being on stage and just, you know what I mean? Like, you got no sign language. ASL is actually a great option right now. Yeah.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Look, he's got it.
The entire podcast in ASL.
He's going to be there in a second. True story. One time I was hanging out with my dad.
Yeah,
He ran into a friend and he started doing sign language. And I was like, "Well, how do you know sign language?" He's like, "I taught it at school for the deaf."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Did you tell me?" And he's like, "You never asked." And I was like, "I didn't ask."
And just talk loud.
I could ask you about everything, but it was
I
the funny
don't know.
thing.
I actually don't know why I know OCM and sign language.
Oh, you do? That's actually good.
I
Let's
did.
see it again. Let's see it again.
OCM. This is M.
Oh, M.
Right.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
good.
M.
Easy one.
M.
Come on.
OCM. Yeah.
M's the only
I
one
couldn't
to
do
memorize.
all of them, but I definitely can do. I can do that. I don't know how I know that though, honestly.
All of the sign language.
Yeah.
I mean,
in like second grade.
I can't do verbs or anything, but I can do the letters.
We don't need verbs. We don't need verbs here, okay? Art Matt said, "Whoa." He was impressed. The chat is impressed. Whoa. So, if anyone does know ASL out there,
Oh, so we are live now.
we're a little live.
Kind of live.
Negative 1 hour. Don't say that.
Yeah.
You gotta come over to the thing, dude. I'm here for. I'm here till Sunday.
I'm leaving.
Oh my God, we shouldn't show Metagood. That is the worst. This is the worst website. Do not show Metagood.
Ooh, the Space Girls? That's a good space.
Oh, was it Ray?
Like a
yeah.
creator house starting tomorrow. and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
There's like an event.
Interesting.
It's gonna be okay.
Sonny's actually hosting the.
We're gonna start on
forums
time.
event.
Oh, nice.
Gods and shit.
So that's Sonny's
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
I guess now that I'm seeing it, I guess it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
these
that
is
they
Mark
were,
and Sonny from D Gods.
I already talked.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
them.
Interesting.
Most of the people I know.
Yeah.
Me and Sonny
That was
have
that was
never
crazy.
met,
space.
I'm waiting
I've never
on
seen-
Jerry.
I've never seen a
Is it?
panel like
The
that.
mic's not working. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk.
It
No.
was, it was
Oh,
good
wait.
too.
No?
It was
Is it working now?
It was actually high quality
Jerry,
info.
that's a-
Is it working
talk.
now?
And
I don't hear
it
it.
was essentially just founders
One, two,
sharing
one,
their
two.
like
Check.
experience that
Checkity
kind of
check.
the saying the quiet part out loud.
I feel like I hear
It
it.
was fire. Yeah, it was really cool.
Jerry, I'm saying something.
Hello, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Hello.
That's not loud enough. If
I
it
can
is.
also just scream.
Screaming is good. That's what I do. I've trained
Just
to
forget about the
scream.
mic and I'll just like yell.
Here, maybe does Chris? How's
Is
your
that
mic
better?
right now? Can you?
I don't know. I'll yell too, though.
That's not loud enough, Jerry.
I'll stand up and just scream at people.
All right, thank you.
All right. Oh wait, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
There
yeah.
we go.
Little
I can hear.
better?
I can hear
All right,
myself
last
for
thing.
sure.
Max, lob, does that work? Can you turn the lob up? Just make everything other than me louder.
I don't want you to
Got a Supreme hat on. That's fire.
Well, that's Supreme times champion, bro.
He's like, leave me alone.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
over there.
No.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
I got the D gods.
All right.
I will say Eddie posted a Supreme toucan lamp today, and I goddamn ended up on eBay, and now I'm buying 60s toucan lamps because I don't want the Supreme one, I want the original.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I gotta stop following that guy.
Are you flipping it?
I'm buying. No, I'm lighting up my life. I'm
Going
reading
into the
books
vault?
next to the lamp. Jerry, we're ready? I think we're ready. If the mics don't work, just keep making them louder. Okay. Jesus. Okay. We did it.
Week 3. Here we go.
Jerry.
Welcome to IRL Alpha. My name is BeaconBot, and I'm your host. We're talking about all things NFT, Web3, ordinals, runes. Maybe we'll talk about the stock market. I think a lot of us became lawyers and congressmen today, so we'll dive into all of it. Very excited. So we got a couple microphones, a little less than usual because you can't tell. Brand new space, bigger, larger. However, that means microphones have been breaking in the move, so we only have a couple right here. So in the first 2 rows, we got a couple mics. If you're out there, grab a mic, talk into there. If you got another take, just hop on. You can go to IRL Alpha Twitter or X and chat there. It'll show up on these screens, or go to YouTube IRL_Alpha. Put your messages there. We'll read them out. We just ask you if you do end up on a mic. I don't have to worry about most of these people here. They're pretty much professionals here. Just keep your take short. Don't tell us your life story. Don't shill your bag unless I also happen to have that bag. And we should have already DM'd and talked about that before. So I'm looking at you, boo. Okay, so make sure you don't fuck up this shill tonight. Okay, so you know what we're shilling. Okay, shoo, oh boy. SEC, they are watching tonight because this is a special show. Now, for this panel, I'm pretty excited because we actually have a bunch of people pretty much who are all doing multi-chain things. Everyone here has actually done stuff on multiple chains. This has been a pretty crazy week. We had the F21 bill, FIT21 bill. We had the ETH ETF pass. Every person I know is no longer just an BitMaxi or a Bitcoin boy. Now they happen to be mixing in all worlds. If you're not trading Solana shitcoins, like you're probably not making money in the off season. So this is a great space where we can actually talk about what's the difference between the two worlds, what's happening there. But first, we'll start with the news and then dive into that. So first and foremost, on the very end here, we got him out of the trenches. It's actually hard. I'll tell you what, we hit Trancy up, and like getting him out of the trenches is kind of hard. Because guess what? People talk on Spaces all day. Trancy makes money all day, okay? So
Yeah.
he doesn't always want to talk because he's like, yeah, why would I talk? I'm making money here. So very blessed with his presence tonight. That means there might be no plays until he might run off stage at one point. If he pulls his phone out, someone tell me the ticker too, okay? Just like, we're all on the same page here. You do so many things, Trancy. What's going on? Why are you here?
Honestly, Solana Chris being here is a big deal. Like, this guy has been on Solana like Spaces since the beginning. Like, always has the best monologues. He could fill the time really easily, and so I'm just excited to see him. And yeah, we've been doing a bunch of stuff. Slap City 404 pre-sale sold out yesterday in like 3 hours.
Yeah, nice.
That's launching on Monday, by the way. We'll be at Consensus starting tomorrow or this week. And yeah, there's other stuff going on, you know, like meme coins all day.
Yeah, kind of a good week for meme coins. It's like Congress is approving things, and I'm like, okay, well, Congress is approving things. Now my Bitcoin and ETH bags will go up. Nope, meme coins should have invested. Just anything that was a cat or a dog was a better investment. So We will dive into that. So, Trancy, thank you for that great intro, because guess what? Very honored. Someone I've talked on so many spaces. It's always so surreal when you meet someone IRL who you've been on with way too many spaces. I'm one of those people who keep saying Solana Chris. Trancy's saying it too. You got it in quotes right there here. So, I mean, I know you're Solana Chris, but then boom.
Oh, no, don't do that.
But then boom.
I don't mean any of that. Whoever the fuck you're betting on, it sure as fuck isn't IMSO. I was just kidding, everyone. I love all of you very much. No, I'm here because of trans. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
No. I came to handle some business and sign some NDAs and shit, and found out about this, and I thought, yo, these are my fucking people. Are you kidding? Wait, we are like on, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to cuss.
Oh, you're allowed. You're definitely,
These are my fucking people. Are you kidding me? And I look around this room and I see people that I've built relationships with over these last few years, and like, yeah, I'm Solana Chris, but I sure as fuck am here to teach you about Bitcoin. You know what?
Beautiful. Love that. Yes. Okay,
Nice.
beautiful. Also, I will say, remember, the whole point of IRL Alpha is we do the show, and there's an after party afterward, and the key is you just got to get them a little drunk. The NDAs get a little slippery. That's the whole strategy here, okay? Like, everything's like, NDA, okay, friend DA, okay, dude, just don't tell anyone, and then that's the real alpha.
Yo, can we give a
okay?
shout out to Mute for keeping the fucking chat going?
Oh, yeah. Good.
Shout out to Mute,
Love
dude.
that.
Without Mute, we don't have a chat.
Yeah,
so
true.
we love you, Mute.
I will say, everyone, if you are on X, Elon hid the chat recently. You got to scroll up and hit live chat. It's actually hidden. I thought it was gone for a week. It's not gone. Elon, bring back the other chat here. Okay, let's keep going. Speaking of people who are building on multiple chains here, one of the people who, if you guys didn't see, OCM's been around from the very beginning, and they're like a technical group that's been building, it's called On-Chain Monkey, because it's actually on-chain, not IPFS, not AWS. Boom, Ordinals come out, and they were one of the first actual ETH projects that came over there and didn't just say, oh, we're gonna teleburn and move over there. They were like, we're doing real stuff. We're doing the biggest inscriptions. We're helping every other artisan project to do stuff. You work for Meta, well, you founded MetaGood, which is the outer layer of OCM. Is that
Yeah, it's like the company behind OCM.
Exactly, behind it. And truthfully, OCM is one of the people, every time I have a technical friend, I always find out it's like, well, I was talking to Danny. I'm like, God damn it, it's okay. Or it's Danny or Amanda every time. You're getting every single nerd here. So OCM's doing a million things. What's going on right now?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. This is my second time, I guess, during NFT LA, so I'm really excited to be here tonight. Yeah, we'll be talking about ordinals. I was in town also. I was at SoFi Stadium all day for Canva Create, which is it was pretty awesome. So obviously a little different space, but just awesome to also connect with incredible builders that over the last decade have just grown their user base, onboarded people, taken on the big giants like Adobe. So yeah, it was awesome to meet
fuck
them.
Adobe,
I got Cliff Obrecht, the CTO, to wear an OCM hat. Got some pics.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's all good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say, we are fuck Adobe here, okay? I'm sick of their updates on my computer. Everything costs too much. I couldn't figure out how to use Photoshop
Power
for
to the
over
people.
a decade. And then they want to fine you if you use an old version of Photoshop. But if you don't know, the first year of IRL Alpha posters were made on Photoshop 2 by Xanders. No joke. Photoshop 2. He refuses to upgrade. So, okay, so, it's... Rav knows. It's true. It's true. Okay. All right, so speaking of people, again, it's the theme of the show. This is why we do shows like this here. A member who's come to the show a couple different times, and then slowly I found out, oh my God, you actually build and do cool stuff. You're not just a person in the background. You dropped the thread today. That was actually pretty spicy right here. If you scroll down a little bit here, saying, you dummies, you actually know how to make money and sell companies? You're all idiots. You said the best thing I love, that you're not busy. You're unorganized. That was that was fire. That was a bar. Been in ETH for a while. Now moving over into the ordinals world with the sports meta. What's going on, Luke?
Yeah, we're building the coolest club in Web3. Applications will be opening soon. Private application is open now. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a curated community. It's gonna be really cool. And yeah, just doing content. ETH ETF was awesome today. Started a new content show. It's every morning called Loop's Morning Takes, which is super fun. Just ready to chat about meme coins, NFTs. I think NFTs are ready for a revolution. So it's gonna be good.
Wait, NFTs, not ordinals, but both. Okay, both. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, interchangeable.
Okay, well we'll get into that. Okay, we're gonna split the audience. We're gonna put a line down the middle, and we're gonna go the other way. Okay. Okay, so last but definitely not least, actually probably the person I talk to the most about stuff here. If you guys don't know, I'm just a technical dev nerd. I used to stream coding on Twitch, and Rav's one of the people I met through that. And it's always like, dude, you're doing it wrong. You're an idiot. What are you doing? That's not even permanent. Dude, there's a bug in your code. And slowly we became friends. And I found out, whoa, I'm not good at coding as much as I thought. And then every single time, like from Ethereum early on, now into ordinals, is always figuring out crazy shit to do, right? So if you ever want to talk about someone who's actually pushing the leading edge of the technical side of any blockchain, Rav has always been that person. Can't tell you what projects he's worked on, okay? But they're working, okay? I'll tell you that. You can't know what they are, but oh my God, it's all of them. It's every single one here. Rav, what's going on?
Yeah, I do a lot of consulting and helping in the background. So there's projects that I've done that you may have bought or not. But yeah, I'm also working on my own things too. I mean, right now I'm working with Token Gators too, so we're about to release that. And then I have an extension that I may or may not release to the public here that kind of lets you track Web3 through social media. And so I'm hoping, I haven't decided yet like what that's going to be yet. So
all right, we're gonna get him drunk tonight, and he's gonna release something tonight. And if you guys don't know, that's why we set him up. He's the only person, because he's been inscribing stuff all day at the studio. He's just over here, just doing stuff all day, complaining about block times. So we did give him, if he does need to do anything in the mempool, he's got the manual mempool right there. Here, okay, hit it one time. If you guys don't know, that's what I got, okay? Anyone who's in Bitcoin knows how good that sound is. Oh my God.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
So almost every other day.
I literally hit it, and then like half the room early when they're setting up goes, oh, it's done. And then we're like, what the fuck, dude?
Bro,
Like,
hold on. Let me tell you, that sound hit different on block 840,000. Let me tell you, when I saw that inscription go through for that rune, oh, I've never heard that sound mean more to me in my fucking life than on block 840,000.
Everyone invest in chimes. That's
6 minutes. Can you believe that block was 6 minutes and how many of us got in on it? It's crazy, dude.
It's like a blessing that they don't play any sounds until it goes through.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I'd hate to hear the music for waiting, you know what I mean?
Well, I would say, truthfully, today we actually were all waiting for a couple different sounds here, and we got nothing. I was actually pretty pissed because, oh my God, Fit 21, it's going to be passed here. I didn't Twitter. I'm like, is it real? Is it fake? Everyone's shit posting. It got turned down. Then the ETH ETF also approved today, and I have to be like, is it real? Is it not? Am I being trolled? I'm running around. So this week was a pretty fucking crazy week. Truthfully, I'm going to give my conspiracy theory, which is Trump said, I take crypto now. 1 week later, we have an ETH ETF, and Congress is like, dude, Fit 21, check it out, guys. We're actually going to make sure that, we're going to regulate this stuff a little bit better here. So we're all, pretty much experts in law and, politics and things like that. So let's just get a little breakdown before we dive into other stuff here. So it got passed. Is this good or bad, Amanda?
I mean, generally, I think the U.S. has been pretty slow on regulation. So if you are in the crypto industry, it helps to have more regulation. So yeah, I think this is good. Long time coming. We need to make it easier for businesses to be in crypto. And whenever things are murky legally, it's harder to start a business. So I think on the whole, this is a good thing.
Well, so I like that. If it's murkier, it's hard to start a business. However, a lot of us aren't necessarily starting businesses. They're called meme coins, and they're not really, they're a little quicker.
We don't need that regulated, yeah.
And it's a little scary. It was meme coin. I can't tell what was real and what's not. Did actually the White House?
If you're going to start a crypto, you're going to do it in the U.S. or you're going to do it in Dubai, where you're not sure what's going to happen in the future, right? Like having regulation and having some rules and knowing what's going to happen, I think is easier to found a company, start a company. Hopefully they're crypto positive, regulation. But yeah.
This is also just the House, though, so I think it's a little
That's
premature.
Right. Yeah, we gotta get through the Senate.
Election year, and both Democrats and Republicans are trying to get votes, right? And I don't know. I see more of this as just a way to try to get voters, especially from the Democrats, because they traditionally don't even support crypto, right? And we saw this vote pretty. I mean, a lot said no, but a lot
71
of them,
House Democrats.
a lot of them said yes too. So it almost seems to me like a vote grab, honestly.
Well, that's the point of politics. They're trying to grab our vote. They do the thing I want them to do. We're winning.
The Senate, is it going to actually do something for crypto? Who knows?
Yeah, and I mean, Biden spoke out against it, right? But they didn't veto it, so it's I don't know why. Anyway, that's a whole other thing, but.
It's like Trancy, how does this work? Do you just look through every single Democrat senator that approved it and say, okay, great, is there a coin? Go to Deck Screener.
No, we try to hire them, dude.
No, we try to hire
marketing.
Yeah, you want to be friends with these people.
Yeah, I need their Twitter influence.
Yeah, if
dude.
you get a retweet out of them, jeez,
Yeah.
you know how that'll be a crazy catalyst.
Yeah, I do like this idea of track them down. Who has a Twitter on there? Hey, do you want some Pepe? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We just airdrop these motherfuckers some tokens, and we just play that greed narrative, bro. I'm saying.
So I mean, does this affect any? I mean, does it affect any like trading mindset at all? Is it
Bro,
just like
are
it's just
you
business
kidding me?
usual?
I was gonna keep my mouth shut, but as I'm listening to you guys talk and like your opinions, my opinion's pretty straightforward. I think it's all bullshit, and the volatility is fantastic for leverage. So yeah, no, I've been very fucking profitable. Just the last week alone, and I haven't longed ETH once, and I've been incredibly profitable. So yeah, no, I love it. Volatility is king, and fuck them all. You know what I mean?
Well,
I agree with that. Having these swings is good for the market. It's good for traders. If you want to make money, you need these like swings up and down. This is when you buy. You buy the FUD, sell the hype, right? That's how you make money. And honestly, this ETH ETF thing is just gonna like rocket ship us like into another place again. We're gonna see $200 Solana, probably 80K BTC, 4K ETH probably in the next week or two. And we probably have like a month and a half left to like, really get your bags up.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Someone get a pool going on Trancy's.
No, what's beautiful about this though is if they bring this attention and this liquidity to something like ETH, right? And I'm not going to go on a fucking monologue here, but what a lot of people don't realize is like ETH is basically its US dollar value is derived from its Satoshi value, right? So right now you see, ETH, which was 4.8 million or 4.9 million Satoshis a week ago, is currently 5.6 million Satoshis. So this is why you see ETH at, 3,800, Bitcoin dominance dropping, and Bitcoin somewhere around like 67, 68K. Okay, well, if they haven't broken down below 66K and they're not capitulating the market, then what do you think happens when we find out that the ETH ETF actually isn't approved and that liquidity has to relocate itself? So you're going to see two things. You're going to see Bitcoin regain some of its dominance and go back into the 70s, probably make a new all-time high most likely. And then the lesser, still more liquid alts such as Solana, Chainlink, Dogecoin, things like that, they're going to get some of that money. Like they're going to get some of the money that's being poured into ETH right now, and the Satoshi pairing is going to go back down, and dominance is going to rise, and Bitcoin's going to fucking rally. And then eventually we'll have our parabolic blow off top, and you'll get your fucking 6-figure Bitcoin, your 5-figure ETH, you know what I mean? Like this is
4-figure Cardano.
This is right, dude. At this point, we'll take 3 digits. You know what I mean? Fucking 2 digits.
Was I so cocky
Give me
before?
one solid. But it's just one of those things where like market cycle is cycling, and I don't give a fuck what the narrative is behind that cycle. Market cycle is cycling, and you guys know that this is a bullish environment, and some people just trick themselves, bro. It's like you think it's over. All right. Well, this is where we make the most money.
Well, I will say that remember
I like it. I like that piece.
Okay.
Yo, that was
It
bars.
works,
Yeah,
okay? Look, we're checking up in 1 week. You know that we do the show weekly, so we'll be back here next week.
I'll call in live
No,
from St. Louis next week.
Where are we? Yeah, E3000, Chris. Come on, man.
All right, well, you better hold 66.3 for your fucking, and then we should be okay. We're at 67.7, dude. We're fine, right? It's like literally we are the dogs sitting in the chair with the building on fire around us right now, right? But if they want to use, can I just tell you guys something? There's actually never been a May in any political cycle that hasn't been green since Bitcoin's inception. This will be no different. And moving into the summer, you have opportunity. You now have narrative. And you actually have a reason for people to commit a belief to this, because even if it's just delusion and grandeur or it's short-term opportunity, that liquidity offers opportunity for those of you who are already well positioned. Some of you guys were here with me at $8.33 on Solana, right? You guys were buying.
That was like a month ago.
It feels like it, right? You know what I'm saying? But we're all in this position where we're like, oh, is it going to go to 84,000? Hey guys, you all thought you were going to have to get jobs January of last year. You know what I'm saying? Turns out most of you avoided it. Congratulations, So my mind's pretty set on this.
Well, I'll say the having to get jobs is actually an interesting point, because most people were able to avoid jobs because they went multi-chain. That's the key. There's a couple people who chose right.
Yo, but Bitcoin saved us twice, bro.
It's like literally.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this weekly meetup now for over 2 years, and it got dark on ETH it got dark on Solana. There was multiple times, and like that's why
Frank left, dude.
Dude,
That's true. Twice. She got wild, bro.
Twice.
Left twice and came back here. You know, like
I love that dude, by the way.
Right before the ETF approval.
No, yeah. Also, thank you, Frank, for always marking when to trade, when to buy, when to sell. It's
Nah, we
beautiful.
love
Like,
that,
someone
dude.
needs to do it. Okay, someone needs to trade for our sins.
He carries a great weight for
Yeah.
us. We thank you, Frank.
But it is a thing where I think that everyone here, like we've done it the show for so long, it used to be like there's all ETH, and there's a Solana corner, and there's one Bitcoin guy.
They used to tell me we were on the poor chain. Yo, check the DeFi value,
Oh
motherfuckers.
yeah. We used
You
to
know
call.
what
We
I'm
used to say
saying?
Solana for the poors was the most
Hell yeah.
common. Yeah.
Embrace it.
That was pretty. But
Remember when we used to say, yeah, and so is Walmart, dude, and who does the dude? We used to have some rhetoric at $10 and $15. Boy, we had some rhetoric. Now we're like, dude, whatever. Go look at the chart.
Well, now the thing is, Solana has got every single. I mean, I'm in art chats, I'm in Bitcoin chats, I'm in dev chats. Every one of them is like, and we all like gamble on Solana for fun. It's like Vegas. No one is like, oh yeah, cool. I like music. Oh, I'm not gonna gamble at Vegas. I like music. It's like, no, dude. Everyone gambles at Vegas. It's fun. Doesn't matter what your other hobby is, and your hobby might be dev stuff. Your hobby might be accruing value. And like, so the multi-chain thing that's like popped off. But now the question is, if the Solana goes ETF, you know what I mean? It's like
no.
It's gonna be regulated.
I mean, Grayscale put Solana ETF on the books like 2 years ago and started buying a bunch of Solana. But at the end of the day, I don't think it has the. I don't think it's as well known as it needs to be, and it's still pretty volatile. I mean, you guys saw how quickly it went from 211 to like 128, which from a technical analysis standpoint, those were all valid targets, which is crazy. It's a huge move, right? But I do think that businesses or stable coins like USDC, Stripe, are you kidding me? So it's like, all right, so there are definitely use cases. Like I always saw Solana as this opportunity to like kind of make a Web 2.5 platform where you could start like making people from Web 2 comfortable with Web 3, and you could create things that were like the UI and the UX was close enough to the things that they're familiar with in real life that you could actually teach and educate them with a very low barrier to entry. And today that is still true, you know? And we look at Solana as something that's like, it's really, I mean, come on guys. The only reason the creditors from FTX are probably going to get their money back is because of how much Solana they had locked up in the validators and how much the Solana price has increased during this market. So like the majority, like think about that. Solana is the fucking hero you did. It's not the one you want, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's the one you deserve. It's kind of like that meme right now. And, you know, to shortchange the ecosystem or to misunderstand the power of memes and to not see the liquidity and get like super bullish. I mean, dude, the market cap isn't that crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure Sheeb went to like a $90 billion market cap during that last right? So if we just look just look like what WIF has done. You know what I'm saying? Or Bonk. Look, Nam, I don't know if you're watching this. Thank you, right? This motherfucker saved Solana, dude. Like Bonk might have been the first push that like Solana was able to show, hey, there is so much more opportunity, liquidity, and potential here through memes. And now since then, we've seen the craziest shit you could, WIF, guys. WIF. What? That might be more impressive than when Doge went from 0.3 of a penny to, like 65 cents in the last market cycle. I would gamble all the zeros that were on WIF for it to even still be $3 today. I'm not sure you can really replicate that anywhere but Solana because you're always battling these fees and these, ideologies.
Have you heard about Base?
Oh, have you heard about Blast?
Have you heard about Blast?
I was gonna say that. I got a Blast link.
Dude, seriously, Phantom Blockchain's upgrade is gonna change the game, bro. See, you thought I was fucking serious for a second.
Didn't 3 months ago there was like tweets like Cabal said Phantom's next, and then nothing happened.
Bro, I was kidding. I know nothing about FTM, if I'm just being honest. But actually, that's not true. Some dude on a Spaces the other day said it was getting an upgrade. But you know how much I care about that? Let me tell you, done. Because ordinals.
Your
if I'm just
previous
being
statement
honest.
made me think you did care about that.
Nah, not at all, dude. I was more jacked about runes. Hey, little disappointing, but Casey didn't have to kill himself, so there's like definitely a bright side to all of this. There was no seppuku in May. BitGod, where are you at? No, I'm just kidding.
He's here.
He is here.
I know he is. I know.
Well, so nice transition actually, because you're talking about Solana, it's this like easier ecosystem. It can go higher, et cetera. And then we go over to Runes Ordinals. It's like chaos. It's the world. It's, you know, I love it. I love how hard it is. If things aren't hard
Remember
to buy.
the ETH guys used to tell us, so friction's good.
Yeah,
All
friction
right,
is good.
I guess it's all right.
You know, friction is good, okay? It keeps normies out, and normies fuck shit up because they buy something and they go, oh my God, it's going down, buy, sell it. I read the news, sell it. Like, and then, you know.
It is pretty sick when you click a drainer link, but you can't even figure out how to get fucked over because it's so difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're safe.
That's kind of nice, dude. You know, the safety measures, there's no smart contracts. You know, they try to tell us, oh, there's no smart contracts in Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. It's harder to rug me.
Well, no,
I guess.
truthfully, that's been my entire philosophy. I use Linux, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, there's no software that works on my computer. Everything breaks every day. You can send me any file, it will not run. Nothing runs ever. It keeps me nice and safe here." Now, on the other side, Ordinals, like I said, has saved us a couple times here, right? And I think for a couple different reasons, right? Not just like, oh, it made us money. It gave us a new narrative that made people excited. There was new worlds to explore, and it was ETH all over again. It really was people excited, wide-eyed, you know, ready to go into it, right? Like,
and it's still early.
It's still,
I view it like it's like CryptoPunks in 2019 when it was 1 ETH, right? Like that's where I think we are in these innings of Ordinals. I think we're in such early days. We're only like a little over a year in, right? So yeah, there's gonna be some volatility, but we are early.
So actually, great question for everyone. Where do you think we're at? Like, Loop, where are we at right now in Ordinals? We're going to compare it to CryptoPunk prices. What's the CryptoPunk price? And you know the whole history of CryptoPunk's prices, obviously.
I would say 1 ETH is not that far off. I think the resounding sentiment is we're either in like the third inning for Ordinals and NFTs, or we're in the bottom of the ninth. And you know, I'm on the third inning side, and I think there's definitely a lot of change going to be happening in NFTs. Ordinals coming up soon, but yeah, I think there's a lot of room to grow. Nothing has changed fundamentally about NFTs in the past year and a half, 2 years. So I think we're seeing a change in what people are paying attention to. There's a lot to pay attention to. People are shifting more towards meme coins and airdrop farming and Blast and Base, but really nothing has changed fundamentally. It's just a rotation of. Yeah, I think 404s are awesome. I know Rumjan. We talked a lot about that at NFT NYC. I think they're super exciting. That's one of the problems with NFTs is low liquidity. Liquidity can just disappear on an NFT floor, like out of thin air. So if you have a 404 and you can transfer it to a coin and you could sell half your NFT into a more liquid market, that's awesome. A lot of times you only need one NFT to have it as your PFP, and that's the primary purpose. You're part of a community. So yeah, I think 404 is going to be awesome. I think probably Solana will be where that will happen mostly. And I think people are going to try to recreate that on ETH and Bitcoin as well.
Well, this is like so much of like we've seen in every single market. Like the way you're able to sell stuff greatly impacts like the liquidity of the market, right? Right when Blur came out, everything changed. Like literally the entire NFT market changed overnight. Mid-rare, any type of trade no one cared about in like 2 days, right? And that's crazy. Now we move over to Runes. And no one knows how to split up their runes. No one knows how to sell like chunks. And so it's like, that affects the market. What division you chose impacts so greatly where your price will go.
Shout out Magic Eden for trying, though, dog.
They're trying.
Seriously, if I'm just being honest.
Yeah, they're trying. I mean, I just use Sparrow, and you can, it's not that, or no, Ord client. It's not that bad, guys. You can send whatever amount you want.
And I'm going to just chill, like, yo, if you're not in the United States, dog, Cube Exchange is #1 for trading this shit right now.
Well, guess what? None of us are in the United States.
Nah, dude,
we all fly
I'm
for the show.
Brazil, right? That's where I normally am at.
I trade every day from Barbados. That's
yeah.
Mark is chilling over here on the couch. Look at that.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Nah, dude, he's gonna get so drunk, or I'm gonna slip him some edibles later, and I'm taking that jacket, and then I'm gonna send a picture. I'll send a picture to Bart, and I'll be like, "Yo, Mark needs another jacket." for sure, dude. Bart will give you another one if I steal that one from you. I know it. Yeah. Matter of fact, I might have to call Bart and be like, "Hey, Bart, can I have the jacket Mark's wearing?"
Yep. Mark,
he'll be like, "Is that Mark's
name
jacket?"
on that right now before the end of the night, okay?
Get the Sharpie out. Get the Sharpie
you gotta get
out.
something here.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're watching this right now. Like a bunch of people here. We've all like participated in the markets. We've traded stuff here. How are we looking at like friction right now for each of it? Like Ordinals, it's a lot easier right now. It's not bad. It is no longer the spreadsheet days. Like in my mind, I mean, come on, you're on Magic Eden. Oh, it's an Ordinal. Okay, it's a little longer than if I buy, an ETH NFT or something else. Not a big deal here. Runes, definitely a little rougher still, right? Still a little rough. No big deal. That's how life goes. BRC20's never got that nice, honestly. Like it never hit like
Can I just say why it actually is a bigger deal for something like an ERC20 to be a pain in the ass versus a BRC20 or a Rune, or even like an SPL token? So like at the end of the day with our games and shit, I don't really have to offer an SPL token. Like Solana works just fine. It's so fast, it's so efficient. I can use lower denominations. I don't really need SPL tokens to create functional utility using the Solana token, right? I also have a fairly wide distribution. It's easy to get your hands on. It's available everywhere, blah, 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 blah. Bitcoin is different. Also, unit bias exists with Bitcoin, which is very much unlike other cryptocurrencies. So when you start looking at something like a BRC20 or a Rune, you're taking 546 Satoshis and you're bundling that into a much larger supply of an asset that is still on that layer 1 chain. And this allows you to actually offer a lower barrier to entry, overcome the psychology of unit bias, and actually bring people to the mother chain in a much more affordable and, I guess, intelligible way. Because if we can just iron out some of these platforms, like if a person's comfortable buying Solana, right, or they're comfortable buying ETH or Bitcoin, then they should be able to be given the same option to buy like Runes or BRC20s with the same level of simplicity. But they actually matter because they're actually extending the supply of Bitcoin in a meaningful way while still using the Satoshi asset. It's not out of thin air, and it actually is required. If I want to let you perform a transaction, you know, guys, we've integrated Runes into the first 3D playable game environment, the first play to earn in Bitmap Valley, like all that shit's going to be shown to you guys like in the next week, right? So we've found a way to use Runes as a payment rail or a play to earn option using the Bitcoin blockchain, right?
That's very cool.
Well, to me, it's important because here's the thing. Now, if somebody wants to be part of my ecosystem, I don't need you to spend $1,500 on the ordinal, or I don't need you to go buy X amount of this, that, or the other. Like, you could just buy like $10 worth of the Runes, or like you could just buy nothing. You could just bring your time and your attention and just earn some shit. So this is something that has never been doable in a functional way, in a fast or affordable way. And if we look at how Bitcoin used to work for like poker clients and stuff, you'd send Bitcoin to the poker client, 0 confirmations, it's broadcasted. They could let you use your chips because they know that for sure within 1 or 2 confirmations, they're going to have that money, right? They just put like some withdrawal limits. Okay, well, why can't we do that with Runes? Like if we understand that when it's confirmed, because you can't like speed up the transaction without potentially malforming the Rune, it's called a cenotaph. So it's like once you make that broadcasted transaction, you pretty much, guys, what are you doing? This is just a thing. This is just like
keep going. Don't
we're
let him,
so
don't let
far
him.
past that. Like, just stop. But yeah, shout out Easy Eats Bodagos. So you know, our ideology is pretty simple. With Runes, it gives you the ability to onboard people to Bitcoin and show that Bitcoin has the potential to offer utility similar to blockchains like ETH without any compromisations of decentralization or scalability when it comes to just yes or no answers, right? So for me, it doesn't matter that there's no smart contracts on Bitcoin because I build things in game engines. My game engines have logic. My game engines can ask the blockchains questions and create outputs based on those yes or no answers. That is a smart contract, right? So like at the end of the day, I find it to be completely more fascinating that we have these tokens available to be generated on Bitcoin versus any of the other blockchains, because this is the one time, and I need you guys to fucking hear this, this is the one time that it actually matters that we can create these things. Because again, even though I've made insane gains on SPL tokens, right? And I even have an SPL token integrated into our games and we're partnered with fucking Bonk, right? None of that has to actually be in use. Solana is equally as effective and efficient as any of those SPL tokens. But Satoshis, especially from a psychology point of view, and if you think about, if you send Bitcoin to your favorite exchange, right? You usually don't get it credited for 3 confirmations. Okay, well, your UTXO balances on your Runes after 1 confirmation. So it's 3 times faster as well. Okay, this is something we can work with. So if you want to send Runes to my platform, I can let you use them immediately. You can only withdraw, though, after the next block confirms. You're patient, right? You got 11 minutes, don't you? So in my mind, this is like probably the most important step forward for ordinals. Fungibility on Bitcoin makes adoption easier, you know?
And yeah, another cool thing is like Bitcoin keeps going up, right? So even if all this shit goes to 0,
your Satoshis have,
Bitcoin
yeah,
still.
dude, yes.
So like,
Right.
Yes, Rav. You still have, you know
Back
what,
the
guys? You might not
stats.
have 1 million intergalactics, but you have 546 Satoshis. And
yeah, and that might not
you
be
know
worth
what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
now, but if it keeps going, I mean, you're still giving that to your children, and it's probably gonna be worth a shit ton. So.
100%.
Individual Satoshis? Okay, well, no, I'm collecting rare Satoshis only. I'm not doing this here.
Uncommons for me, dude.
Uncommons for me, okay.
100%.
Wait, take the other mic then. Wait, take that one then, please. Change mics right there. It sounds like it's on. I know. That's Jerry's fault. Jerry, it's Jerry's fault. Sorry, Jerry.
People heard me. Anyway, I just really fucking impressed, and it's really awesome to hear you.
I'm impressed with all of you, man. We're all here doing this together. You know what I'm
just,
saying?
just take the award and get off the stage.
Well, we're gonna pick it at the bar. Yo, listen, guys. These motherfuckers will tell you I am being conservative right now with the amount of words I'm using. When you see me over there drinking, I'll talk for. You'll be like, dude, fuck this guy. I'm gonna unfollow him. He talks too much.
We're doing it.
So wait. So I think we've got actually. Remember, if you guys don't know, Rav had whipped up more websites for IRL Alpha week over week. We did like when Azuki dropped Elementals. We're all playing, isn't it Azuki or Elemental here? Rav did that in like an hour right before the show. He did a couple of one of those. So Rav, I think we're about to make a bunch of money here. If we got to face unit bias, why not have a little extension on a website that just makes it whatever? Okay, cool. We like Solana numbers. You like 1 sol equals 1 sol. Let's just change Bitcoin on Magic Eden to be whatever unit bias we want to be. We can we'll make a fortune that way.
I don't think that's how it works, right?
We can make it work that way. Why couldn't it though?
Okay, let's talk about it more at the bar.
All right, we're gonna get him.
All right.
We're gonna get him drunk.
Yo, you put a couple people like Rav and me in a group. He'll tell me
I'm scared about what they make
He'll tell me
tonight.
why it can't be done, and I'll tell him how we have to think harder.
Oh no, that's not me.
Dude,
I
we gotta go
literally
talk.
get everything done.
Oh, sorry, Trans. I just kicked
How many beers
Trancy
does
over
it take
here.
to make an extension?
I make them every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. We do websites.
Yeah,
he makes a website for us every Tuesday. Okay, and I'm drinking, he's smoking. I don't do anything. I just tell him make this. It's done by the end of the night. We use it here. Okay. Okay. So diving in, because it's funny. Wow, Chris, I'm not saying Solana Chris anymore. You did it. You're definitely halfway in both here. Okay, you're really.
Oh, dude, I would say some of my community would argue that I should just take the fucking Solana out of my name, but I am still very much that person, dude.
Well,
no way,
do
bro.
it. Do it.
No way.
I knew you for so long.
Do
But
it live.
Solana Chris,
Do it live.
it's just rough. Yeah, do it live. Delete it from your bio here. Okay. But I will say, like on this rune side, right? You're talking about some pretty interesting stuff because there's two different categories of rune people. There's people saying this is actually an interesting thing to actually, more fungibility in Bitcoin, be able to divide things up. There's all these interesting things you can do with runes. And there's other people saying, shit coins on Bitcoin. We get a gamble. We're like Solana. Totally two different worlds. Are you only on one side? Are you saying, you're talking pretty heavy on the...
No, but it's hard to gamble with something that's not easy to use, right? So the reason Solana has surpassed everything is because of the simplification. So it's we need more I don't know if it's infrastructure as much as just front end design work. And this is why we're approaching it from a gaming perspective to say look, these can legitimately be used as utility tokens. So therefore you should be able to translate it to the some sort of swap or exchange or DEX that can utilize these things to simplify the friction, right? So if you simplify the friction, then you can have now listen, I love this because our rune name is Intergalactic, right? I like that Casey at that last event said it's the Intergalactic Casino, right? That was this big thing that they had on a white screen. And I do kind of like that concept that it's gambling is probably good use case for runes, but the front end experience is still shitty. And there's going to have to be a little fake it till you make it involved here. We're going to have to create better facades and do more work on the back end to hide more from the front end user to make the barrier to entry feel equivalent. A person doesn't want to take the time to become educated, even if they're more than capable, in something that creates resistance for them when they have this other thing over here they can just already do. How am I supposed to convince you that you should move all of your meme coin liquidity from Solana to runes when, first off, there's no supporting liquidity, there's no TVL that's guaranteed, there's no easy in and out? It's just impossible. And actually, I hate to bring it back because I'm actually not showing them. I was joking. But this is what impressed me so much about Cube is they found a way to do this in a more, it's still decentralized, but it's order book style, right? It's almost paper trading with the exception of when the transaction is initiated. So the transaction is initiated on chain, and then there's some facade that happens in between, right? And then that is recorded immutably and put into your possession. And then on the other side, when you want to sell or you want to claim those tokens, it's the same on-chain activity, little bit of facade, and then completion. And this is how you like, I truly, and I hate a lot of things about the regulations surrounding it, but this is one of those moments where when you see the way that Cube performs, you go, okay, why aren't other platforms taking that approach? If you really want to bring the volume and the liquidity and you want to be able to push this narrative and market this concept, then you need to remove some friction, not because friction doesn't offer opportunity, everyone. It definitely does. But friction also keeps out retail investors. And like some of you, sure, when you start leverage trading against people like me, maybe you're a retail investor, right? But in this space, when you're, whenever you're in this space and you're holding assets and you've been dedicated and you've been spending as much time as you all have here, you're not the retail. Like you're not the retail investors holding the ordinals and the NFTs. The motherfuckers you sell them to are the retail investors. Well, how do I get them to buy them, right? I have to create an opportunity for them to engage with me. But they don't give a fuck about none of this, right? So it needs to be easy and it needs to be right in their face. And we've seen this be successful on ETH in 2021. We're watching it be very successful right now with Solana. So a little bit of infrastructure and a little bit of fake it till you make it, we can do this with Bitcoin as well. And once you get to that point where Bitcoin is basically, you know, maybe not on an even playing field, but it feels similar to other blockchains. Well, I never mentioned Bitcoin to anyone, and they argued with me on its legitimacy. You guys have watched me for years fight a battle for Solana inside of Spaces and on Twitter, right? So, like, I never have had to do that with Bitcoin. The arguments and dude, I've had to be really brutally honest to some people over Solana, right? Probably made some enemies over it. Haven't felt that on Bitcoin. No resistance. When people talk about Bitcoin, they're very open-minded. And I think that when we start looking at people who judge NFTs, I think we could make them more perceptive to ordinals.
Totally. So this is an interesting thing. It's like, especially like, you know, going from Solana to Bitcoin and so on. Those feel like opposites in many ways, right? You have ETH in the middle a little bit, right? But it's like going to Bitcoin, it is a rough world, right? Maybe with Bit 420, things are going to change. We're going to meet somewhere in the middle. But it's like you take this brutal, you know, hit to everything that is easy, right? Time is longer, UX is worse.
Fees are higher.
Yeah, fees are higher. But you get this one thing, which is, you know, your parents call all cryptocurrency Bitcoin. You still buying Bitcoins? Okay, cool. I heard you're doing good on the Bitcoins, right? Doesn't matter. So that is a good thing. But it's like, it's the amount of work dev-wise, it's pretty intimidating, pretty crazy right now. I mean, like, Amanda, you came from ETH over into Bitcoin, and like you guys did it early. I mean, Danny was definitely so involved in Bitcoin early on, but it's a different thing. It was like a store of value. Back the day you bought your Bitcoin and you said, there it is, it's right inside of there.
Yeah,
There's nothing else. Deving on is so much harder. Like, how do you like deal with that difference between what you're doing in ETH and now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're talking about Danny Yang, my co-founder. He founded the Stanford Bitcoin Meetup in 2013. He created MyCoin, which is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in Taiwan. It's been operating for decades. I think Coinbase of Taiwan. And he created a company called Blockseer, which he sold in 2018, which was used by a bunch of government agencies for blockchain leaks. So he's PhD computer science from Stanford. So Gigabrain, please give him a follow if you're not already, because I feel like even just as his co-founder, when I see him tweet, I learn something. And every day when we're on team calls and on Spaces, I mean, he's brilliant. But we're very fortunate that he kind of saw this ahead of the curve, right? So back September 9th, 2021, we created the first 10,000 collection in a single Ethereum transaction. Again, as you said, it's called On-Chain Monkeys, and people were like, why is it on-chain? Like, what is this back in 2021? Like, people didn't really get it, right? Because everything was like ETH, JPEGs, pointing to IPFS systems. Fast forward now ordinals, and we're like, this is why it's on-chain. We're actually a digital artifact on Ethereum, and now we're gonna go ahead and do inscribe on Inscription 2029, all the monkeys, but not just like the monkeys that were on Ethereum. We actually did 4 different inscriptions, so different collections that you got when you upgrade, which I'll just say, for anyone who does have an on-chain monkey on Ethereum, we are doing another
portal upgrade on the 30th, so you can get your monkey over to Bitcoin, so you can start getting all the runes drops that our community's been getting dropped to them. It was funny. I had a call with one of our investors. I hope he doesn't mind who I mentioned, but Freddie Andrews, who is husband of Holly Branson, who runs Virgin Unite. So Sir Richard Branson's son-in-law. We called him today. We're talking about ordinals. We're like, what can we be doing? What more can we do? How do we get Richard into this? And then he opens his wallet. He's like, wait, I don't have monkeys, but what is all this stuff? Like runestone, dog. Like he's like, what is this legit? And right, so that's like kind of more normie, right? More normie, like who'd just been dropped all of this stuff. He opens his wallet and he's like thousands and thousands of dollars. So my point is, to get back to your question, very fortunate that Danny had the foresight to move us from Ethereum to Bitcoin. You know, we've done, as I said, 7 portals to migrate, right? So we've done a lot of community education. Get your X first, move over. We've had over 8,000 of that collection move to Bitcoin now. That's pretty incredible. Like, I mean, just, I'm not to like toot ourselves on the horn, but that's a lot of community education and faith in a community to do that early on.
And a lot of effort by a lot of lazy DJs.
Oh my God, no. I mean, we had community members who would like literally go and like look in a wallet and then see other NFTs and then go into the Discord of those communities and like tag people and be like, hey, you got to move your monkeys to Bitcoin. You got to move. And this was before runes. This is before all the airdrops and anyone even knew that all that money was coming to them, right? So it was a lot. Like it's the team, but like a lot of our community members made an effort to be like, ordinals is going to be the thing. Get your freaking monkeys over to Bitcoin. And, you know, now we're like, how many more can we get over? I mean, yes, there's going to be dead wallets. I don't think we're ever going to get the full 10. We're still working on it, but, you know, there's people that minted in 2021 and they're maybe never open, you know, they're not on Twitter, they're not on Discord. We've spent like the smoke
there's
signals.
Be people that just don't transfer too.
Yeah, there are people that are just going to be like, oh, now this is the rare thing.
Yes,
ETH, this is
rare.
the rare. This
You
is the
just
rare
said
thing.
20%.
Like, get your fucking monkeys over to Bitcoin. That's my alpha for today.
I'm very proud of it. It's going to be worth $1 million. I still have a Solana Ute, okay? I'm never moving it.
Bro, the only way you should have a Ute is on Solana.
Twice, and I'm never
I'm
going to
like,
move
all
it.
of our development is happening on Bitcoin. This whole ecosystem
You just have
is
to wait
all
until they
Bitcoin.
get back to Solana. And
Hold on, I want to do
Are they
multiple
back?
tours.
Yeah, so you're good. So
actually,
but his collection's probably broken.
You did
though.
mention something that's super
Oh
interesting.
my God,
but
I'm
that's-
loving all these monkeys.
Yeah, there they are. Look at the whole
Thanks,
wall. Look at
guys.
Right People's
These
Studio.
beautiful
Just like
monkeys.
people.
Bro, and people shortchange how fucking sick the dimensions are. Like, get out of here, dude. Are you kidding me? There's some stuff coming. I know Spirit's here somewhere. I just got.
He is here.
There he is.
Oh, there he's. Oh, he's.
I tell you what,
he's
dude.
the one getting footage.
You would know that man is very dedicated.
I
as you
know.
guys
He's a
all know.
legend. That's why I'm here, because I remember when you first got going, like back in the other venue, and he's like, you or Danny need to come to LA. This is like the sickest community of Ordinals fans. They run the awesomest 2 shows, right? Like, you guys need to get your butts down here, and it's because of him. That's why we're here, right? So,
Dude, everyone, you know, random plus for Spirit.
Yeah.
No joke.
Spirit
actually.
Zero.
He brings a lot of people here. And if you guys don't know, I will embarrass him. We try and get him on stage every week. And again, this week, yesterday, I begged him to be on stage, and I told him directly, I said, I would like you to be on stage. If you don't want to, that's okay. But if you say no, I will be sad and upset, and it makes the show worse.
Because
the guilt
one-on-one, we
did
were
not
just
work.
even before this. Like, he just has amazing things to say. So I hope this is my ask
We're
of you,
shaming
Spirit,
him.
so that you come down here and get on the show someday, because you have amazing insights to share with everybody here.
We're going to keep shaming him. Also, I'm in a deal right now. I'm trying to buy 100 silk shirts from Spirit. That is not a joke here. We're going to arrange those deals. I'm not joking. He's the only guy, like, I wear silk shirts. He goes, I've got a large collection. Would you like? I'm like, okay. And now we're...
Okay. Oh, so this is Dimensions. You see, so this is the first 3D interactive art on Bitcoin. We created code libraries as well from OCM Dimensions that we then, like other artists, Hardo, Far from Quantum Cats, have all used to put their art on Bitcoin. So it's pretty, thank you for mentioning
It's
that.
incredibly,
but
dude, look, everyone who's
this
using
is-
recursive today forgets to shout out OCM when they do it. It's like you've got, in like the whole fucking Merlin chain, which I hope I'm not disrespecting anybody here. That is not a fucking layer 2, right? So at the end of the day, it's like, even the idea of like the BRC 420 standard, that is all birthed from this proof of concept that was put forward by the OCM. You know what I mean?
This is Danny, by the way.
And Danny
Also
is
take-
such a G, right? So it's like,
yeah.
that's so inspiring. And, you know, a lot of people tried to fight it, right? And like, even like with us, we have 3D models that like you get in Bitmap Valley, but they are only unlocked by your PFP. The PFP is pixel art on chain, right? So like for us, it was very important to put those on chain, but not because of any other reason than they were pixel art and we wanted to show a new utility concept saying, look, we can turn 2D things into 3D. That's the only reason we did it. If it were not for us trying to just show that like little bit of a difference of what we could like do or offer, we absolutely would have just done 3D models and we would have followed the OCM playbook, like hands down, without a doubt, because it is so impressive. It is so, it's super functional, right? It's a work of art. It is like literally a masterpiece, and to do it before anyone else is so impressive. And again, everyone is now using recursive one way or another, and like, they were, I mean, how many months ago was that?
It was last June.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost a fucking year. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was like before the ordinals supported it. So
Yeah.
Actually, all of our collection, the Genesis collection, are called cursed inscriptions, right? Because the technology behind it was not supported by ordinals when it came out. So we actually had to even wait for like Xverse to support it. So our community was like, when can we get it? And we're like, you can get it, but you may lose it. We got to wait till the ecosystem like catches up for you to even hold this safely and securely. And that's the stuff that like Danny just knows like when to.
It's perfectly executed. They did it.
Yeah.
I will say I'm the worst person of like collecting stuff. It's like, oh, onboard people. Anything that breaks ordinals.com, I'm like, oh, that's fire. What is it? Oh, sick. And guess what? If you've been following, like, it's getting broken every week. Every website's getting broken often, and then they're catching up because it's like the platforms aren't figuring out what cool things to do. Like the collections, the artists
are doing it. It's the creators that are pushing it, right?
Yeah.
So, for sure.
So there's actually another interesting thing you did mention, which is so wild, because, like, truthfully, back in the day, like in the ETH days, it was you get a high, powerful collection, you get an ape, and you get on whitelist, and then you mint. And then Solana, you're in the trenches. You're in the Telegram. You get a contact
you're getting
address.
rugged 17 out of 18, but that 18 fucking hits.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hits greater than 20x. So
but you're never getting like here's a little drop of Pepe. No, it's a get in there, buy it. It might be a rug. Get it, buy it. It might be a rug.
No,
it's not fun,
and
right?
then the last one isn't. That's
No. It does rug, and then everyone goes, "I don't care if it rugged. We're doing a
the
community
community
takeover."
takeover.
and then generational wealth. You know what I mean? So ordinals,
Nothing
it has.
are bullish. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it has been different. Where if you got a goddamn good ordinal in your wallet, you could have just set it and forget it, and you come back and you're like, "Oh my God, what do I own?" The airdrops. It's been like a pretty crazy new thing. Where, I mean. Think not just through runes.
Where everyone is just breaking security laws, but we're just not saying it out loud. We're just like, we're just not like admitting to it
Bitcoin's
in text
not
format.
a security,
Bitcoin's
though.
not,
And
okay,
we're just trading
It
Bitcoin.
depends where you're
Trading
launching the
Bitcoin,
meme
yeah.
coin from, though.
100%. Yeah, we're not. Listen, we are not. I do not accept fiat currencies, so I am not a payment processor.
Wait,
so you know what I mean.
You drew a picture on my Satoshi. So, okay, you drew a picture on my money. That's not my problem. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just taking the dollar. No big deal. There happens to be a pretty stone on it. But it's been a pretty new meta. And then like projects are having to deal with like, how do you get in the mix? How do you become one of the like? I want to make sure I get the airdrops. I want to make sure, and you've said it before, like the OCM. You guys are getting some, right? Yeah. You guys are OGs.
Like, pretty much almost every rune's airdrop. I mean, we're very fortunate and like grateful to the ordinals community for airdropping us so much stuff. It's been pretty incredible.
But how do you get that connection? Okay, because I launched my project, and I'm getting 0. It's going bad.
Well, the first thing we did is when we inscribed on Bitcoin, everyone got 4 inscriptions. So if you moved from ETH to Bitcoin or you bought an on-chain monkey on Bitcoin, you automatically got runestones, right? And then some people were smart enough to move their monkeys into multiple wallets, so they got a lot of runestone. And then Tiny Vikings and we've got all the runes. So yeah, go runes.
Go runes. Okay.
Go runes.
I'll say, if you have an asset,
Runes
though, you
up.
didn't spread it into different wallets. That was the other alpha. That was like, oh, it hurts to see, like, oh, my God.
Yeah, if you're a kind of busy founder and
Well,
you're
I
not
had
thinking
like
about all
my
all
ordinal
as much
test
as I
wallet.
should.
I had like 1 million I minted, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get so many the runestone, but it creates a new wallet each time, and I was like, oh shit, I only minted 1 from each of those wallets. So yeah, I didn't get the drop on that wallet. It was so sad.
If you were also with runes, if you were here like super early in Ordinals ecosystem, I would check your Ordinals wallet that you probably don't use in FUD. I'm talking to everybody who's in Ordinals. You might find some gold there, so just go check.
All right, with that, speaking of gold, if you guys don't know, we call the show IRL Alpha for a reason because, yeah, we are streaming live. Yes, we are talking to people. However, no one tells you actual alpha on the internet. Chris is given alpha in spaces. It's not real alpha, okay? It's always a day late and $1 short. You got to talk to him in person.
As it should be, you know what I mean?
I want to ask you guys a question about runes and how you felt about the launch and like the day that it launched. It was like the most volume you've probably ever seen on Bitcoin because I know like all my friends in Solana were doing it. I was doing it. I was paying all those fees. I probably lost half a Bitcoin in fees trying to buy every rune.
Thank you, dude. The miners appreciate it.
Yeah, no, the miners cleaned up. I
You're
want to know
securing
if
the network.
those earnings reports are going to reflect it on their stocks, like some of those guys. But what I was noticing is like it's kind of like a dilution thing. It's like when an NFT collection makes a second collection, right? And then the first collection becomes less valuable because the second one, that's happened with DGods, Utes, SMB 2s and 3s. So it's kind of like the second collection after BRCs, right? Everything kind of went down. And was it just because the space is smaller and there's not a lot of volume that it's diluted everything and now it's gone down? Or was the peak rune right before runes?
I think the tool setting is the biggest thing. I mean, if you look at ordinals, it almost did the same thing. When it first came out, the nerds got in, but everyone else was like, fuck this, right? So we're going to see the same thing with runes until we get better tooling. Like, that's the case.
There was a hype-driven narrative by companies that were promising to have things ready that they lied about. And so, you don't have...
all the information.
You just don't have what you need to
actually.
actually.
I mean, it's
but
like
they promised we
rudimentary
would.
ordinals at this point. Like we're almost just trading ordinals, so we have to wait for those tooling to make it more like a shitcoin or.
But to
or
answer
meme
Trancy's
coin, right?
question, though, it is severely different than BRC20 because of the fact that it's directly correlated to the ORD indexer itself. It's produced by Casey and Raf, right? So it's like one of these things where it's almost like the. If you're going to consider ORDs the standard for digital assets on Bitcoin, then you basically inadvertently would also, especially a new person coming in, would see runes as a fungible token standard. It is actually faster and easier to transfer and superior to BRC20s. So it's almost like a progression, right? But at the end of the day, people weren't able to really play with it or build anything behind it. So whenever it became live, they were met with complications that they weren't expecting. So now all of a sudden, I mean, dude, you would not believe how many people have disappointed me, right? So like, like seriously, I hate to say it that way, but but it is what it is because they had made promises and they were confident in something that they were unable to execute on, and it's because they weren't actually prepared. So like, yeah, maybe Casey and Raf are prepared, but like Magic Eden wasn't necessarily prepared, and they've done a fantastic job. Cube Exchange wasn't necessarily prepared. They've done a fantastic job. Unisat, more prepared, always do a shitty job, right? So it's like,
I feel like
we're trying to get them as a sponsor, Chris.
They're the nerdiest, but then their UI and everything else suffers because
they're
of it.
the
You're
most
like, this tech
gangster.
is
Let's
actually
not get it
wrong.
fucked up. Unisat is the most gangster. And you want to talk about early access through friction, they're number one. But I think they kind of leave it at that because they're this, it's almost like the famous foxes, right? Like shout out Drax. That website's atrocious, but the tools are sick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, if I'm sending 10 NFTs, I'm doing it through Foxy Swap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I want to gamble outside of Magic, of course, I really like Magic Eden's like little Clover thing where you can just kind of gamble on NFTs now. But before that, the raffle platform was like my go-to. Whenever Soul Casino's kicking my ass, yeah, I'm going to run some raffles, right? You know, now that Utes are back, we can actually have fun again with raffles.
Are we back? I mean, Magic Eden Wallet.
I mean, you're on Solana, so I can put a raffle out there. That's all I mean.
My favorite thing is Magic Eden Wallet right now because you can really go straight to Bitcoin and Solana, and it's so fluid. I just transfer Bitcoin and Solana on Magic Eden Wallet, and can't wait for it to be on mobile because that thing's the shit. Oh, and if Cube is the shit, I'm like, why don't we just all use Cube on Bitcoin? If you guys, I mean, not have to deal with all the fees
because
going
we need
up.
Bartage to move his company to Dubai.
Okay.
So, like, that's all it comes down to. We need to get out of Chicago.
Because if you guys scale the ecosystem up and then fees go up again, I mean, isn't there like a critical mass that could happen again?
So because there's a lot of, and God damn it, I know we have to end this show, and this is where
Keep
I'm not
going,
supposed
let's
to
hear
do
it.
it. But like, because there's a lot of gaps that are filled with the UTXO transactions that are performed by runes, it actually isn't as heavy to the blocks. And a lot of what you saw in those early days were just people jamming. Even us, like we put a whole lot of money up to make sure we got in those top 100 rune inscriptions, right? So like at the end of the day, there are a lot of gaps in block data that actually get passed through on each confirmation. Using this UTXO format instead of this inscription transfer format actually allows us to fill in some of those gaps, so we're not actually adding weight to the block at the same capacity as when we're creating multiple transfers for BRC20s or ordinals. So it's just more efficient. So therefore, fees, 100 sats per V-bytes is possible during an insane mint or a popular claim? Absolutely. But can someone go to memepool.space? I mean, I would gamble right now it's 20, 30 sats, if not less.
All right, we're taking bets.
And that should be on average.
I think it's 12.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been low, 8,
See,
15,
I have no
16.
idea, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would
It's
gamble under 20.
mempool, by the way. I know you know, but
8.
Wow, incredible, right? So you should be inscribing shit right now. Like,
We
without
gotta
a
go,
doubt.
guys.
Without a doubt.
Get that chime. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, so I will say on the runes thing, I will say I think my theory is pretty simple. It's anything that like blows up crazy has immaculate conception where people are not expecting it, right? Bohm is a good example. Nothing can happen like Bohm again because no one was like, an artist is going to do a pre-sale. It's going to hit $1 billion in a day. No, it's a brand new thing. Ordinals, same thing. Casey's like, boom. Here's a white paper. Actually, Rav was there when we first read it together. We go, oh my God, it's so good.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful. We're not talking about money. We were like, this nerd writes so well, and I love it. Like that's it. Right when runes are coming out, we're all like, dude, it's the same guy that wrote Ordinals. I'm prepping for it now. If you're prepping for it, it's always going to be less than the Immaculate Conception version, right? That's why Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Immaculate Conception. Everything that goes nuts is something brand new for the first time. CryptoPunks are an Immaculate Conception type of event here. So, like, the fact that that happens means you're not going to get that super top off, but runes will definitely find their place in the ecosystem because, like you said it beautifully, like, the nerds love this, right? Get on the BTC message boards, like, okay, at least they're doing runes and not BRC20s. It's a little bit better now.
But I also think people want to be investors in Bitcoin. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who go back and, oh, I didn't buy it in this year, I didn't buy it in this year, I didn't buy it in this year, and there's always like this regret, right? And at this point, it's so high that if you try to talk to somebody about Bitcoin, that unit bias is like a really big deal. Like the idea that you could buy, X amount of Satoshis for $1,000, it doesn't resonate well with the average degenerate or a retail person that's considering this technology. But when you can buy 1 million tokens for $1,000 and it's attached to that same layer 1 asset, this actually gives them speculation. And if you have, functioning UI and UX and you have a lot of good back-end infrastructure built, well, then you can market the product and service because it's easy to use. Like, you guys buy what you're fucking told to buy in a lot of instances, like in real life.
No,
like
what Trancy tells me to buy. But
yeah, what Trancy tells us to buy in crypto. But I mean, just like in general, like in real life, like a lot of people buy what they're told to buy. And whether it's subliminal or it's not, like a lot of what your shopping is or what you get from Amazon, like, dude, you think Amazon doesn't nail me perfectly every time they recommend some shit to me?
Is that where you got your blue hair? I love it.
Bro, I almost buy everything that they recommend to me. If it was hair, it'd be hair, right? Like one day I might need some. So like at the end of the day, I look at these things and I say, okay, lower barrier to entry, but you need to be able to push a narrative, and you can't push a narrative based on speculation if you don't have like technology that makes it feel seamless. And when we break this barrier with Bitcoin, it is going to be so much more substantially powerful than it being broken on any other blockchain, because at the end of the day, there is not a goddamn thing you can do about the truth that is Bitcoin. So once we can make Bitcoin more, whatever that is, whatever she just did with her fingers, whenever
it's called snapping.
Instead of clapping, you just snap.
That's what we need. And when we get there,
jazz.
the impact that this has, even just for like verification of digital assets and outside of the casino.
Amen.
When we start talking about like truth in ownership, Bitcoin represents that unlike anything else. So the idea that we can take Satoshis and expand that into more verifiable, fungible assets that can also represent truth on chain, well, that's more powerful than anything that's ever happened on any other blockchain. I'm sorry. Even though I am Solana Chris and I fucking can talk to you about Fire Dancer and Rust and anything you want to know about Solana, I know it also. But the impact of Bitcoin on the world is never to be understated. So to think that we don't have the same potential, with fungible tokens to Bitcoin to create I guess, increase adoption, this is what I'm bullish on. I don't care how long it fucking takes.
You should do this.
We're just gonna
Love
sign
it.
up.
We
Everyone
used to
to-
give them a
it.
5-minute timer back in the day on
Plus
Solana
3.
Spaces because
You gotta hit the tick.
they would be like mute Chris after 5 minutes because he'll go forever.
He's good. This is
But yeah,
good. I got to
he's
take a
the
break
best.
for once. I got to
Yeah, I'm
talk a lot
loving it.
usually.
So
This is
good.
actually
So
working for
good.
me here. But if you guys don't know, the show's called IRL Alpha because we actually talk about stuff IRL, not on camera.
Right.
So we actually do have to end and go to the next part of the show, which is off camera. We will be hanging out here for some time. Then we're going to go over to...
I want to suggest a segment because I saw Frank and K Money doing this, and then today people were doing it. People were just like talking about their conviction play and what's their bag right now. Do you guys want to like shill your like? I mean, this is not shill, but like, what's your bag?
All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. To do a nice ending in transit, you got to go first, okay?
Okay.
Give us your conviction play, and then you're allowed to shill whatever you want because you're on stage. You get one shill of not necessarily, whatever you're working on.
Yeah.
And then we'll go down. Transit, let's hear it then.
No, I want to go through what some of the alpha I've heard recently. So, because Frank talked about his bags, and he said that Trump and Bowden are like no-brainers, just because election's coming, they're gonna pump when the debates happen. You might as well have a bag, and so Trump and Bowden. Yep. Another conviction play I would say is what's it called? Obviously Mog. There's a few others like I think. What? Mog on 'em. I mean, right now Mog's going crazy. I think it's like almost 400 mil. That's wild. There's a coin that keeps passing on. I think called Fwak. That's that's K Money's actually new thing. He's been shilling that around everywhere. And K Money called Pepe and Mog, so maybe he's not bad at calling coins. And I also there's something called Moo the Bull. That's my favorite coin right now, and it's the mascot of the bull market.
Me and my alpha group determined like farm animals always moon. So if there's a farm animal, you get it.
You know what the funny part is?
Solid TA, everyone.
We like Moo battles Bobo the bear. Bobo is on ETH, and it's like David Gokhstein's thing, and so it's always like Moo and David and Moo and David going out like Solstice and Moo, and then David and Bobo are always going at it on Twitter, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I think that's my favorite dynamic because one's like a bear representative, one's the bull representative, and we have a lot of people making art for it, and yeah, I love that shit.
Beautiful, love it, Chris.
Obviously, I believe in myself more
Of
than
course.
anyone, but second would be Bonk. I mean,
Okay,
are
Bonk.
you kidding me? It's a no fucking brainer.
Yeah, Bonk's ripping right now.
Nice. No, that's good. If you don't invest in yourself, you're not investing at all.
Guys,
here.
I leverage trade.
Obviously,
you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Obviously, Amanda, OCM, meta good,
I gotta
but
say, art on Bitcoin,
Okay.
right? So after you've played the casino, let's come back to the
Hell yeah.
quality art on Bitcoin. As you mentioned, On-Chain Monkey. Get an On-Chain Monkey. This is a piece of Bitcoin history.
Oh wait, I have one more piece of alpha. 528. 528. So Harambe. You know why Harambe is gonna blow up right now? Because on 528 is the anniversary, and that's coming up like in less than a week. And so
RIP
it's
Harambe.
gonna go up till that day. I guarantee you. Like, don't mean to bet the house on it, but if you want to buy a bag, it'll go up.
And
from
you
there.
are suggesting sell the news on the birthday.
Oh yeah, sell the news.
Say NFA right now.
Yeah, not financial advice. None of this is financial
FBI.
advice. I'm just giving you my personal.
And when he said
advice.
guarantee, that's not what he actually meant.
I didn't guarantee. Oh yeah,
I was probably added by a third party. I
Right.
did not know how I got here.
Oh yeah.
But
Sorry.
so for collectors, right? We also recently, and I was hopefully to maybe see him here. I hear something show up. Patrick Amadon's Disobedience
out of
collection.
town right now. Yeah.
Shout out to Troy for making the intro. But of his 400 multi-chain collection, we did the 32 on Bitcoin on Silk Road Sats. And we've announced, we put the trailer out for Alexi Andre, who did
yes.
friendship bracelets with Snowfro, top generative artist. He's
Yes.
doing his first 10,000 collection with us, generative art. It's sick. It's on Bitcoin. It's called Frontline. There is no good. There is no bad. There's just where you draw the front line.
Yep.
The art is sick, and that's coming out very soon. So my bags are sick art on Bitcoin.
Yeah. Also, Alexis Andre, a badass coder, Rust developer, badass. Like I run into Alexis just talking about Rust to non-generative art people. Like, hey guys, like your Rust sucks. I'll help you out. And it's like, dude, you're an artist. Like, why aren't you bragging? So. Super excited for that.
That's awesome.
I can't give financial advice. I'll never give financial advice in my entire life. I never have. I never will. But I will say the things that excite me is anything like in Bitcoin that's a little bit like, the people don't like, a little bit like, stuff that should be censored. You put it on Bitcoin, it can't be censored. People breaking the chain, things like that. Truthfully,
Wait, where's Bad Brothers at?
Yeah, but he's somewhere around. I know he's in the should be in the chat here. So I'm looking at like Cypher Labs doing stuff like Epic, things like OMBs, things like that. But anyone who's like fucking shit up on the chain, I think interesting. I don't want to see people replicate stuff that happened on ETH over there. I am looking at art on Bitcoin, a bunch of it. I'm gonna watch all the generative artists do stuff over there. But I want to see some people where they're not saying it's a recursive SAT that's rare and this and that. I want to say, here's a new thing I've done. It's not recursion, it's called blank. And I invented it because I'm a coder and I've done that. So I'm looking for any of those people. Truthfully, Rav might be, he's not an artist calling himself that yet, but he'll be helping one of them do it. He's a code artist. So, but anyone who's doing fucked up shit on Bitcoin, meaning like they're pushing the tech to the limit, I'm super hyped on.
Neuro Realm on top of the Epic. So yes, please look out for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jen with Wanko Manko.
Yeah,
I got a little Wanko Manko.
There you go. Of course, Butoshi. Luke, what are you excited about?
I would say I agree with you.
Clowning it during his show.
We're almost done, Troy.
I think rare art on Bitcoin is never going to go away. It just makes sense that it's going to live forever on Bitcoin. I think in 20 years we will see a version of a Picasso on Bitcoin. And I don't think there's anything that will change my mind on that. I'd also say PackMoon right now. I think until the Blast TGE, after that, I don't know. But Lambo Land is about to come out with season 2. I love Lambo. He's the man, former Ute, and yeah, super smart guy, deeply understands incentives. And then my new bag is very new, so super NFA. But Lock In on Solana just came out, and it's the meme of the gamer sitting up. And everyone knows that meme.
It's tight.
Oh man, it makes me want to buy it
Okay,
now.
look at these motherfuckers in the front row. They're on their phones.
Yeah, did you
so
guys
fast?
I think it starts with 8 or something.
Okay,
but yeah,
Drop
everyone
CA.
uses that meme already, so I think there's a lot of brand value there. And super, I think it's only like a $2 million market cap. It's super tiny.
Found it. Found it. I will say, we barely mentioned Blast. I will say, Blast, thank you for taking Wolf Game over. I've had a Wolf Game bag for years.
Yes.
Things are working. They're looking up. I'm going to be in the cave game soon. Please save us, Blast. I'm very excited. Raph, what you got?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Chris here. I've just been working on myself for the last 6 months. I haven't really had time to like shitcoin too much. The other night, when we did our call, I bought some stuff because I wanted to, and I totally forgot about it, and my ledger's at home, so I know that's at 0 at this point.
No, the ETF, everything went up, dude. You might be rich.
No, I don't think so. It was a really random shitcoin. It's at 0. But if I had to like bet one, it's probably Bonk and Whiff. Like I actually even have a Solana phone still that's still wrapped.
Really?
Because
He's got a wrapped Solana phone.
Yeah,
We're buying that tonight.
I bought 2 Solana phones and I have one still, and I don't know.
If the devs on the stage are telling you bonk, seriously think about it. Like there's some shit, dude. It's unbelievable.
Well, I also don't have enough time to do all the other shit coins, so I'm just like, I'm gonna get the most stable of the shit coins.
The most reliable and probable.
Oh, reliable, stable shit coin. Stable shit coin. That's a new thing we've got here.
They sponsored EDC last weekend, which is insane.
The drones and shit. Did you see that stuff in Hong Kong?
They were one of the. They did this stuff in Hong Kong, and there's so much lore on Bonk if you're a Solana guy and to go into it, but I don't want to go.
And you can go to the Bonk website and you can see I'm So NFT as one of their partners at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, guess what? If you want to hear the lore of Bonk, we're going to do it tonight at the bar. You got to be IRL Alpha. Thank you, everyone. That's our show. We'll be back next week. Some people will be in Lisbon. Goodbye, chat. We love you. Music, please, Jerry. Thank you. I'm going to keep talking until I get music. I was gonna say, do you know St. Louis from St. Louis? You know Butoshi? That right there, your friends, right now. That's St. Louis from St. Louis. You know that, right? Butoshi is St. Louis from St. Louis.
fuck bar closer. Big D content.
Excuse me for a second. Can I borrow you, Boo, for like 10, 15 minutes? We gotta go handheld. Jerry, good? Welcome to the IRL Alpha Post Show, where we talk to all these DJs about what just transpired in our beautiful new studios in Venice, California. Shout out to our producer, Jerry, and Bantam House for providing these spaces. Let's see what's up. Let's go tap in with one of my favorite content creators in this space. Felt a little slighted because I didn't say hi to her, but I'm going to just stick a mic in her face right now. Hi, Mika. How's it going? You're live.
What up, what up, what up? We're in like a new secret location.
Dude,
like,
how do you like the new studio?
where are we?
We're
I'm
doing
like
hold on.
feeling it out. What's
Here,
up?
get in here, Boo.
Okay.
We're all in
Feeling
here.
it out.
Oh, there we Dude, thank you, Sarah. There we go.
The gang is here.
The gang is all here.
I'm with Queen
New
of Dubai
spot.
right now. Mika,
Shut
Mika,
up.
Mika. Just dropped the Fire Ansem podcast.
Check
Tell us
out
about
that-
the Ansem podcast.
Okay, so that was actually filmed in Dubai.
Oh, that was filmed in Dubai?
That was filmed in Dubai. I got the date wrong when I set up the location. Sorry, when I set up the time. And it was like, I was like, oh, can you come? I thought it was next Thursday, like for Ansem, whatever. And then it happened to be like 3 a.m. and it was the next day. And he showed up, so he's a real one.
Love Ansem. Shout out to Ansem.
Incredible individual, super smart. Like Ansem with degree. Like
Ansem with degree, okay.
He's
So
really
that's the new
smart.
ticker, Ansem with degree.
Fire. And in the whole podcast, like we actually, like he was educating me. Like I'm rewatching it just to like go back and study what he was saying. So I'm super happy that we launched it. What's up?
What's like top 3 takes that made you more bullish on crypto that he gave you? Or just specific assets?
His take on what the price ranges would be. So, well, you have to watch the podcast.
Okay. We're getting blue ball.
That's
Watch
a
the
great show.
podcast
That's a
is
great
pinned.
Watch the pod.
Watch the pod.
I love you guys.
Mika, tap in.
Thanks for coming to the new studio. Good inspired.
Yeah. All right, who are we going to tap in with now, Boo? Boo, hold this. Me and Boo are doing the post show. Just reeled him in. Let's see who we're going to tap in with. Yo, let's go to Trancy. Oh my God, what's up, Trancy? Come here.
I got a new mic. We're doing a post-show interview.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's good? Yeah. Don't take anything I say as financial advice, please. But yeah, it's good.
I put my life savings into, I don't even want to say right now. No, okay. But Trancy, so you are one of like the elite in like Solana ecosystem, man. Can you tell us what excites you about the upcoming Solana ecosystem? What makes a good meme coin? And basically, what is like the playbook for launching something so you don't get sniped, killed by fucking bots, all that good shit?
Use Pump Fund to launch. Also, build a cult following that likes to raid posts and have a chat as your founder that loves to fucking lead people. Because I think that's the most important part. You can have a cool product, you can have a good launch, you can find all the great KOLs or whatever to shill your shit, but if your team and your leader sucks dick, your project's probably going to suck. So, you know, follow the right leaders. Like I think that's probably the most important thing I've seen, that all the good projects have someone leading it that is a Chad.
Dude, fucking love that alpha, bro. Now, dude, what do you have coming up? Like, dude, like you've been cooking lately, man. So, like, anything you can leak for us, anything you're working on, anything you got coming up?
Yeah, I'd say Moo is going to go to 100 million.
Moo to a billy, bro. 100 million is fun.
Moo to a billion. I would say Slap City on Monday is launching. They just did a huge pre-sale, sold out in like 3 hours.
The animation looks pretty sick.
It's like a DeFi game, like Wolf game, actually.
Is that?
Yeah,
okay.
that's what it is. There's like these bosses and these minions, or they're called Dickies, and you want to get the bosses because there's like a DeFi element where you stake them, and over a day it's like gambling, and then you earn some more tokens. But I feel like that on Monday it's just going to be a straight shooter. Run up, run down. The Chinese are probably going to roll in like a few thousand SOL just to like try to pump the thing, and then they're going to sell. And then you got to ride the wave, make some money if you get in early. I just know Monday is the day you should be targeting if you're going to try to participate in the launch.
If you want to make money on Monday, you got to really watch that. Look for.
I would be early and buy early, like then sell the top on the first time, and then when it dips,
you sell. I mean, you buy the dip again, and then you kind of just you can kind of like gauge the volume of things of how it's going. Like if people are dumping, they're dumping, and you don't want to be a part of the dump. You want to be a part of the pump. So it's kind of like you gotta wait for people to dump a little bit and find resistance, and then you start buying. So there's a lot of like if you watch a lot of charts like I do all day, there are patterns that form, and I see this on Moomoo all the time where maybe it's at like 40 million, maybe it's at 50 million, but people tend to like sell at these levels. They have limit orders or something, and so you might want to like also sell with them and then buy their dips again, especially if you're planning to stay in the coin, and you just make some money arbing all the like if you arb up and down, and that's just easy stuff to do.
Dude, I've been doing the same thing with Zach Morris. Like I got that.
Oh, Zach Morris is crazy right now. I think it's 100 million right.
Bro, over 100 mil. Like saw it at 500K, should have got at 500K.
Yeah.
Hit that about 3 mil. But dude, just watching that go up and down, like you'll see a pattern. You'll see what the top is, what the resistance is, and you can just gauge it. Oh, I got a mic.
Yeah.
So, Fancy Man.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Moomoo, the inspiration behind Moomoo. What is Moomoo?
Moomoo's the mascot of the bull market. And it makes sense because we're in a bull market. If we weren't, I would say I would have made a Bobo or tried to run with a Bobo or something.
Bobo's such cuck energy, man. We want that bull energy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the point of it is you want the chart to go up. You want everybody's numbers to go up. You want to be, bullish. You want to like feel good about it going up. Like honestly, like everything else wants you to lose money. So like, that's where it exists, and that's why it's cool. And there's just a lot of good people behind it, and I just happen to be one Chad that aped a lot of soul into it and just like started helping out with the community, and now there's like a whole team of like 20, 30 people that are all, volunteered their money. Like they bought into this thing and wanted to work on the project, and that's how it's kind of crazy like that,
Oh, team is definitely Giga Chads, bro. I appreciate it, man. Trancy, where can we tap in with you if we want to find you on social?
Follow me on X/Trancy with a 3, and you can always find me on Telegram. I have a channel, Pizza Boy Capital.
Yo, bro, love you, bro. Catch up with you after.
There we go.
All right, who are we gonna tap in with now, boo? Let's go with the presidents of D-Gods over here, man. Looking all swagger. I'ma just. I love to interrupt conversations. They look like they're having a good conversation right now, deep in thought. So I'm gonna just sneak right by Mark and interrupt. What up? Let me get both of these guys actually.
Hey, yo, fuck Mark Holzer.
Oh, that's crazy. I would never say that about Sonny. I would never say that.
Bro, he was just telling me on pre-show, fuck Sonny, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the one thing about Mark that you gotta know, it's all key in person. Behind the scenes, Mark is a completely different person.
Oh, yeah?
That off-podcast Mark is,
you should see what he
wild.
says about you in the chat, bro.
I'm already knowing. In the chats I'm not in,
The pictures he posts of you in that chat, like, Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I told you not to mention the Sonny nudes that leaked, okay? Can't be funny.
I got him pinned.
Yeah, very small dudes.
Hey, big Sonny up in here.
Oh, that's not what Jack said.
Focus.
Yeah.
D-Weekly.
Nice.
Let's talk about your podcast, D-Weekly, guys. So, you guys are
thank
friends.
you for calling it D-Weekly. By the way, thank you for noticing our podcast. I really appreciate it that we both have a podcast. Like, I love you.
Sonny gets in his feelings because half the people call, not half, 90% of the people call it the Mark Holzer podcast every time, and Sonny gets in his feelings, and it gives me sweet joy every time that happens. So, it is what it is. That's why I get dissed on a diss track, because it's not even me saying it, it's other people saying it. He gets in his feelings. Next thing you know, I end up in a diss track. Crazy.
What was your inspiration for the diss track?
Honestly, Melk hit me up. And Melk is the homie.
She's a goated content creator.
She is goated, and she just hit me and she was like, "Yo, I need you on this track." And I was like, "Bet." I pulled up. I fucking literally wrote and recorded my verse in 30 minutes, and then there was a little outro end, and I just started spazzing. I just started talking shit, and then I was just like talking shit, and it just came to me, and I was like, "And fuck Mark Holzer." So the rest is history.
So if this is the Drake and
Yeah, he's literally Kendrick. Size 7 Mezon, like, what I say goes over your head.
I mean,
there's a comment that I can say to that, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. Drake fan.
Yeah.
Kendrick's the real one.
You can't say the other parts because that would just be.
Are you trying to strike a chord?
No. We're not striking no chords. No chords here.
Oh man.
This has gone so off the rails.
This might be we love IRL Alpha.
Why do you guys love IRL? Do you love our new spot?
Yeah, this new spot is amazing. New spot is amazing.
Here, share the mic. 2 guys, 1 mic.
Hey, now that's a different kind of video.
I mean, I saw 2 guys, 1 couch. No, 3 guys, 1 couch is what you called the podcast. That is literally what you called the podcast.
Hey, Mark, when he gets he goes a little off the rails sometimes. That's what happens.
Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Hey, man.
This might be the longest side interview you've had in IRL Alpha history. It's got to be at this point.
We're going to make it super awkward and just keep going with it. How long can we keep this interview going? This is going to be like,
I mean, this might be a podcast, honestly.
Yeah.
Because truly, we just keep talking and then that's how we go over every time we record. We probably record, 2-hour podcasts that we try and turn into an hour, but it's kind of hard.
The OG one was pretty interesting, man. I was watching that, I like the D Weekly vibes, bro.
My little brother OG, we love him. Can't wait for him to move out here very soon.
Supposedly in June or July.
Yeah, he told me June. But I just said, I was like, whatever you do, don't hit up Thread Guy for where to live, because he'll have you living in the trap in an Airbnb that you have to move out of in the next week and a half. So we'll get him right.
It's like that.
It is like that.
Come on, we were born in the trap, bro. We gotta trap. He's got to get that LA experience and just trap.
He's only what? He's 23. He got to go through the trenches a little bit.
But we're talking ETF days, okay? This is not $8 Solana days, okay? This is ETF days, okay?
We've grown since then.
Yeah. You know what ETF stands for?
What does it stand for, Mark?
I can't come up with an acronym that close, but it's enough to fund enough to fund a quality apartment. Okay. ETF.
That was so wholesome.
Enough
to fund. Enough to fund.
Enough to fund a quality apartment, baby.
ETF enough to fuck. That's what we're going with.
There it is.
Hey, and shout out to Malcolm D. Gods. Shout out to Malcolm D. Gods for getting the ETF approved because of the
moguls and the Trump rally.
Listen. If it wasn't for Malcolm,
we would have CBDC and we'd be enslaved.
Hey, bars.
Yo, right there, Malcolm.
Bars.
Power to the people, my man.
Facts. Shout out to you.
My man right there, Jack. Yo, my guys. That was fun. Yo, let's get Jack right here. So I'm going to get Jack on camera. Jack is not even in Web3, but just loves IRL Alpha.
I love
what do you love IRL Alpha?
Bro, you know what I love about it? You guys set the motherfucking vibes, bro. This guy sets the vibe. Batoshi sets the vibe. Sonny, Mika, my boy Swan, give me some, dog. My girl Max, fucking everybody, bro. Hey, let me tell you something.
Oh, take that mic, man.
This is the place to fucking be, bro. If you ain't here, you're a nobody. I ain't gonna lie, you're a fucking nobody. This is the Web3 place to be, and I ain't even in Web3, you heard? Let me talk to you.
Yo, Big Carl, man. That was the alpha, bro. Hold on. That was a mic drop moment,
Dropping the mic.
Dropping the mic, baby.
Hey, this guy is the best. If you don't know him, get to fucking know him.
Low Swayze across all socials. I thought you were taking a dick shot. I was like, what is Butoshi doing?
You don't know my boy Day After right here?
Day After right here. Oh.
Kawaii.
Bro, you know the vibes. Swan's in deep conversation. I want to interrupt him, but let's pan over to Swan. Absolute Chad. Absolute Chad right there. Yo, money merch right there. Yo, you know what? IRL Alpha is the alpha, and the alpha goes on. Oh, wait, Swan's paying attention now. What up, Swan? Mr. Money Merch, Mr. Joe Boeing. Yo.
Joeing 737.
Joeing 737, who pumped a coin
already.
Bro, you pumped that coin 10x just by your merch drop.
Yeah, what can I say, man? That's what we do. You drop quality merch and the coin goes up.
Is it merch or is it apparel?
It's apparel.
Thank you. Yeah. What else are you cooking, man? I've seen you over at the D-Gods house, bro. What's cooking over there? I mean, we got the president of D-Gods here. Yeah. I mean, come on, leak the alpha, baby.
I don't know if we can. I don't know.
Oh, you can leak it. You can leak it. Come on, man.
I just know you might be getting some dirty hoodies in the mail soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo.
You don't even know what that means.
Dude, I was going to say some off-colored shit, but we're cutting it right now. I'm like 5 beers deep. We're cutting this off before I get canceled. Thank you so much, chat, for tuning in. IRL Alpha is the Alpha, and the Alpha continues over at Vibes Co. If you're in Venice, tap into fucking, Abbott Kenny, somewhere over there.
fucking Kenny.
Abbott Kenny,
Cali, SoCal, Cali Vibes Co.
SoCal Vibes Co. That's what we're trying to say.
Yep.
It's been your host, Lo Swayze. My man Swan right here. Thank you so much, chat. The awesome King Butoshi behind the camera. Woo! Yo, thank you. Come by with us. Thank you, chat. We love you. Peace out.
Amazing.
We'll go put it up.